They getting started, y'all. We ain't had no time. Hello. Hello, everyone.
Today is the day. Make some noise for the LTA finals with 100 teams and Team Liquid Honda.
We in there. It was real quick.
In support, Ayla and Car JJ.
Oh, my man has on sunglasses. Hello, Tom. How are you doing? They are such memers. They are such memers. FBI is already laughing. Oh, they're all wearing sunglasses. Why? He's wearing sunglasses on top of his glasses. Why are they such memers? Why? What's going on, Luna? Hello, Erica. Good morning. What's going on, Tom? I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. This is crazy. Why are they so close? They're really wearing sunglasses. This is very funny. I'm very ready. Holy, are you ready? It's me and you today, babe. It's me and you today. Hello, Var. How are you, Buki? They're such memers. What are they doing? I love that they're having fun with it, though. I really do. They're such memers.
Top lane, Sniper versus Impact.
Do you remember the last time we were rooting for opposite teams? I do not. What happened? This is so cute. It's Nox's theme. LCS Spring Finals in Jersey. I told you NRG would win and you were rooting for TL. Is that when they like reverse sweep? Or not reverse sweep, but like ended up winning versus Cloud9 as well?
Now only 3 wins stand between these two teams and becoming the first ever LTA split winner. Before we get to
No, that wasn't then.
word from the competitors, APA, I gotta come to you first. Team Liquid has now made
that was in Chicago
with this roster.
This 3-1 NRG. Well, dang.
Does he have what it takes to get it done?
I don't think he has what it takes to get it done. I think he'll be too distracted chatting with me to be focused on the game.
Oh my gosh.
Sniper, I'm gonna come to you next. You already took down FlyQuest. People were looking at them as the best team in the LTA. Is the hard work already done?
I mean, it's already done. It's going to be a fast 3-0. Fast 3-0. That's all I'm going to say. But let's just have fun today and see what happens, you know?
Fast 3-0, he said.
What's your prediction for this series here, APA?
I'm here for the fans. I'm going to bring a good 3-2. It's going to be a banger series.
Thank you both. Great luck with the games. You can now go to your computers. Brazil at Grungy Finale starts right now.
And there it is, the final words from our competitors before we get into this best.
Ayla getting into the zone. Ayla popped off yesterday, so I'm a little scared for him.
To be victorious here in Split 1.
He was killing the game yesterday.
For the competition in Korea.
They just messing around and I'm here for it. No, literally.
A couple of weeks. Sniper with the confidence, saying a quick 3-0.
Also, in between games, I have set up a secondary camera, so we'll build the chromacopia thing today.
Personal demons for the 100 Thieves squad, and being able to climb that mountain and finally conquer them
thank
is a
you,
big
Mac.
deal for this team. Feeling confident now going into yet another battle against Team Liquid. Meanwhile, looking over at TL, look at the guy on your screen right now. Coach Spawn flying in from all the way on the other side of the world, from back home in Australia, to join back up.
This man got the heat pads on his eyes. He got to warm up his eyes. He got to warm up his eyes, y'all.
And now they are looking.
I ain't never seen that before. Y'all ever had to warm up your eyes?
Now, chat talked a little bit about it on the analyst desk beforehand. Originally, it was Team Liquid in control of this head-to-head at the start of the rivalry. Then the tide changed. 100 Thieves were the ones driving the car for a while, and now it's been shifting back towards the Team Liquid direction in recent history. 100 Thieves, however, would love to upset that, and I would just love to see a full 5-game.
I want to see good games today. I do.
Final. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to it. I'm Captain Flowers.
Oh, so you rocking with the tape, new album, then?
Here for the cast.
I'm excited for it, man. The energy in this place is electric. The fans are going crazy. It's so loud even doing the interview. The people are this close to me. I don't know if it comes across on broadcast. I literally cannot hear what they are saying.
I heard what they were saying. I couldn't tell that you didn't hear what they were saying.
I just put the mic like that and I'm like, yep, yes, sir.
APA, take the wheel. There you go. Sometimes that's the way you got to do it. But I'm so ready for this, man. I hope both these teams are ready to come out swinging. It is a pretty fast turnaround. They both just won their semifinal yesterday, and now it's time for the finals here today.
Let's go finals. This felt like the quickest season in the world. This felt like the quickest season.
Put your work into so far this split. It all comes down to this. If you got anything hidden, it's time to bust it out.
That's what I want to see, the secret stress. We were even talking a little bit when we tuned into the desk about how we've got these most fearless players. We've got these splashes of flavor, these splashes of all this different champion pool exploration.
It is a fake season, low-key. It feels like it, no?
Those are the guys that I'm also keeping an eye on to see if they bring out anything special. And you guys might have noticed the theme here today. Welcome to Noxus.
Yeah, we're in Noxus. Did y'all notice there's no, like, opener or song
deserves celebration.
for Noxus?
Strength, and remember that power is taken, not given. You can play.
Who are the people in the back?
Reckoning Pits map very soon. A new arena experience currently on PvE, coming soon to the live.
Who are the people in the back?
Also, something new coming at you right now. Actually, maybe a little bit of a throwback. Maybe something we've done a couple of times before here at the LTA, back in the LCS days. Here for our first draft to kick off this series, to get things going. We have a very special guest.
Just some random
nonsense.
Okay.
And join me in welcoming Whippo to bring us into this series. Whippo, how you doing, man?
Hey. What's going on, Matcha?
Mostly doing all right. You know, just took a pretty big L yesterday, but part of the job. I'm excited to watch and see who can represent our region, because I think ultimately for me, the journey of trying to make the LTA special is being a region that is recognized internationally. We've done our part. TL last time decided their part, and I really hope whoever can win today can continue that trend.
I'm with you on that one, man. It should be an exciting day today.
I think it'll be an exciting game. I don't think 100 Thieves is horrible. I don't think TL is horrible. It should be a good day today. I'm rooting for TL.
You know, what do you think is the best
Who are y'all rooting for? Who are y'all rooting for? I need to see who got the most like fans in chat. Like, are y'all rooting for TL? Are y'all rooting for?
Busting out a really strong Ambessa, and I was really pleasantly surprised when he was able to pilot it as well as he did. So something you'll definitely see.
TL all the way. That's what I like to see. Young ho, period.
Teams will wait with picking their top laner until 3 on red side, because then if they didn't pick Cassante, you can pick Cassante and a ban Ambessa, or you can pick Ambessa and then pick some of the bans for her. So probably not going to see, well, they decide that K'Sante is worth picking into M-Vesa, which is actually pretty interesting. A lot of people decide that that's not a matchup worth opting into, but Impact says, you know what, just give me K'Sante, I don't care.
And we've seen Impact play a lot of K'Sante.
I'm going 100 Thieves just to spike y'all. And why would you do that? Period, Death Ray. I'm rooting for Chim. Period, Wiki. Wiki. Oh, I forgot to turn on Tiki Taki. My
and
bad.
Yone are removed from the pool. Second pick in this one for Team Liquid is going to be the Maokai, presumably for Umpty in the jungle.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's actually his first Maokai pick of the split, though.
They do not want Yun on his Draven. I know he's him, but dang. We get it. He's him.
Really prioritize the M-Vesa. I mean, it makes sense. Now, keep in mind,
we get it. He's him. Chill out.
You may not want to use it.
Let homeboy play.
Later in the draft, so in the game 2, game 3 potentially. So he just decides to grab the Gnar. Makes a lot of sense. Gnar should be able to have a really easy time bullying something like K'Sante Maokai. Maokai doesn't have all that much base damage, mostly CC. So if he navigates the side lane well, he should be a great thorn in Team Liquid's side. That said, this is a pretty much stock standard formula for TL here. We have got a beefy boy in the top lane, a beefy boy in the jungle, and then probably looking for a counterpick support, or maybe give APA that space.
And Jan has right around a 70% win rate in his career on the Ezreal. Is very difficult.
Yeah, I'm kind of like, can we stop playing the Ez?
From the 100 Thief side, what are you thinking as the kind of picks you need to look towards to be able to actually access and deal with the Ezreal?
I think 100% Kai'Sa is the #1. I mean, that's how FBI took us out yesterday as well, playing the Kai'Sa into the Ezreal. It's definitely something you want to do when you have the Gnar as well, because if the Kai'Sa is able to hover down,
I want TL to win, but Sniper mad fine. Fine is crazy.
So it's a really nice ban sniped out by TL.
I think fine is crazy.
Exactly. TL
but
the same way you are, my friend. They
we do love
Sniper.
Sniper.
With the Kai'Sa in that matchup. Over on 100 Thieves side.
Oh, sorry, Death Ray. Ezreal is a banned word, so Nightbot just like attacks people if they type Ezreal. My bad, boo. Y'all know how I hate. Yeah, no, the ADC bans are insane.
They're gonna ban that one out of the pool, and now Team Liquid, they're just gonna go ahead double target Marksman here in the second half, getting rid of Misfortune.
Are you surprised at all by the ASOL ban? Because it's not something that you know we've seen APA play at all this split, but obviously he is still known for it.
I'm not surprised at all, honestly. I mean, I know Quad actually dabbled a little bit due to the nature of Fearless. You have to sometimes find a counter pick for Azir when it's game 3 or 4, because not every team has a huge priority on him. So when you get later into the draft, this happening, I'm shocked Ziggs didn't get banned actually.
Game 1, though, right? Like that's the thing. If it was game 4 or 5, I wouldn't have been surprised. But we're in game 1 and Ziggs didn't get banned.
I'm absolutely shocked. I was about to say, like, APA must have something other than Ziggs in the tank, because you know you go down to 4 or 5, you decide to give Yon that premium 3rd pick with bans, and he just gets the Ziggs. I'm shocked.
I mean, to me, this feels like they have
period. Game 1 sounds secured.
Opening, right? Like you were
ADCs get banned to be saved for later in the draft. Is that what they're doing? It's possible that's what we're seeing. Like it could be a strategy, because as long as you don't play it, then that means you can play it later. So they're probably trying to win some easy games early.
So Ziggs is one of those champions where yes, he can W the Skarner. Can he get away from the shuffle after that is the real question. So I do think they have the gank set up. Still, I feel like a Hwei is almost as easy to gank, and you'd probably want to get APA off that comfort. So I'm a bit surprised that they opt into this still, but I respect it.
I do wonder if it is like a little bit of a long look towards the series, you know? Trying to think about maybe, we could let this through early, we don't have to deal with it later. We feel like we have a decent plan.
Well, one thing that we are looking at now for
200 T went 3x mid lane target ban for APA and 2 ADC target bans for. Well, I think 100. Yeah,
how do we feel about that?
100. I mean, when you look at the games, like they are the ones popping off to carry these games. Impact just creates pressure on the side of the map, which is good. Like it helps us to still get things if plays aren't getting like made. And then APA and Yun, they're the damage dealers. They're the one making the plays. Core JJ, his job is to peel Yun and make sure that he stays safe. Umpty's job is to smite. So we're still working on that one. But the other 4 doing what they need to do.
Away from the 5 stack, so that Skarner actually has a target. Because Skarner's biggest strength is a jungler can die to his ultimate.
And for that we stand. Good morning, hi.
That last pick was
what's going on, HJY?
As well. We'll see how
TL also got Impact Cassante. I'll take it. And Core JJ and dominated solo queue with Poppy in 2025. Yes, I'm all for Core JJ praise, but y'all, we gotta take a step back and remember that Ayla was popping the freak off yesterday.
Well, thank you so much for breaking down the draft.
Popping the freak off, truly.
For all the drafts, hopefully.
So I'm a little worried about that, man.
We will see you there later on.
All right, we look forward to talking to you again after this one is done, my friend. But for now, it's time to hit the rift for game number 1 of our LTA Split 1 Finals. 100 Thieves. After
the drama with Ayla,
I was,
but
you were out there doing the intros and contributing to the show.
Who started it? Wasn't it?
And I was looking at the poll when they were talking.
Wasn't it Vulcan who started it? But I think Ayla took something like out of proportion.
Towards 100 Thieves. At least in the pregame Twitch chat poll, there was about 75% of respondents saying, hey, they think 100 Thieves has the edge here. And I think after 100 Thieves triumphing over FlyQuest yesterday, with FlyQuest really being a lot of people's favorites to win the whole thing,
yeah, I think Vulcan said something, but it was
here today as well. I think their team
Vulcan shouldn't have said what he said.
This team was able to pull off some very difficult
and then
drafts yesterday against FlyQuest in some
Ayla took it a little bit to heart, and then Vulcan took his cheeks.
So impressive to be able to execute like that, especially in that game 2 where they were so low on engage, essentially had none. And I do think, Ayla, FBI are playing so incredibly well.
Oh, yeah.
River and Quid are kind of amazing as always. And Sniper yesterday really stepped up, had some fantastic games. So that was a bit of the X factor there for me. But you can see APA already getting.
Yeah, it was kind of a mess. Ayla took Vulcan's cheeks.
Immediately ready to I mean, he even said it to you. You said that you didn't really hear the responses when you were doing the interviews. But
and then he started talking stuff in the post-game interview. I remember that.
Yapping in chat that he's not going to be able to keep up in the game on the Rift during the fights. We'll see if APA ends up being right about that one. In this latest installment of a head-to-head that honestly has been raging for years now. Team Liquid versus 100 Thieves. These two teams have had quite a history meeting, not just head-to-head, but head-to-head in a lot of different finals. The first time that they met in a finals was back in 2018. Team Liquid 3-0'd 100 Thieves and set the record for all-time fastest best of 5 in LCS. It's currently 39-30 in favor of Team Liquid.
Holy, what were you saying?
The next time they met in a finals a couple years later, 100 Thieves 3-0'd them the other way and set a new record. Breaking TLs.
I mean, it's incredible. This rivalry has
Never mind, don't say nothing, Holy.
For such a long time. Last year was a year that was kind of dominated with the rivalry between FlyQuest and TL. But if you've been in LCS for quite a while, you know these two teams have been battling back and forth for year after year after year.
He had to include. He didn't have to include the next part. We didn't need the full backstory. We just needed half of it.
Finals for Split 1 to go to first stand. There's a lot of numbers going on here. But Impact is immediately trying to force Sniper back, make sure that he has control here over this top side, gives him the thumbs up, the communication. Sniper also giving him the 100 Thieves a call emote. I love it, man.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Sniper had such a good
is my TikTok stream not live? I thought I started it.
I was super impressed.
I did not start it. My bad, Buki. It's up now, though, but thank you for letting me know.
About how you play side lanes, how you
Hello, Jamal. How are you?
Correct spot. So when you TP in, you aren't just instantly gnarring out and they just back off. You have it right kind of at that perfect mark. And he was able to do that so incredibly well. He got a solo kill on both of the enemy solo laners as well, which was really a huge difference maker. So, Sniper just stepped up when it counted most.
The thing about those solo kills too, the first one was an early lane phase solo kill at level 3, and then later on he gets one in a side lane once we're way into the actual late game portion of the game. So he was excelling at all stages. I agree with you. One of the most impressive performances we've seen out of him. Goes for the wall up there on Impact, doesn't collide with it, but still wants to keep on scrapping here.
Why are they playing this boring draft? I mean, it's the first. Oh wow, he didn't get the
third auto for the proc on the
Couldn't he have won
so
that?
Sniper loses a flash there in the trade.
Yeah, I think that is such a small thing. But if Sniper
Couldn't he have
flashes
won?
up more, if his mouse in a slightly
I mean, I
different
think
place
it's
and he
just the
flashes-
first game.
flashes
They're
the cube, but
probably
flashes into a place
treading
where he's still in range
lightly,
to get that third
and
auto,
they're
I think he
gonna
might
like
have
go
the solo
crazy
kill, or at
later.
the very least, traded flash for
I mean, if we
flash.
wanted
But it's such a hard
exciting
thing to do
games, we
when
should have
you're
had
cutting back and your mouse is on the left
FlyQuest
side of your
in
character, and then you
finals.
immediately have to try to change where the mouse is to flash up and avoid
Probably
a skill
just
shot.
nerves,
But
yeah.
still very tight margins there. It is Impact at the end of the day that comes out with the summoner advantage, though.
Yeah, Impact will be happy for it. Both top laners going to go ahead and use those early TPs to get back to lane. Nobody was in fighting shape after that long extended trade. Taking a look back down here at the bottom side, it does appear to be Yon and Core JJ with the early control over the lane, making
Per
sure
usual.
they maintain priority here, utilizing the
Per
range
usual.
of the
We're not
Ezreal.
surprised by that.
Core JJ also just utilizing that passive buckler throw to get a little bit of extra harass on these guys. And honestly, Isaac, I think that both of these AD carries have been having monster performances so far this year.
I completely agree. I mean, I do think they have been incredible for
Mainly
their
Yun.
teams. Obviously, there has
Mainly
been a lot
Yun.
of talk about Yun.
Yeah,
and
it's
I think
best of 5
rightfully so,
today.
as we're gonna see
What's
again
going on,
today.
Dia? How are you,
Opti
love?
doing a good job finding Quid there. APA also knocking him further back with a satchel charge, but between the two of them, they just don't have a ton of damage just yet. So even though Quid does get knocked back, he still escapes without having to spend the flash. But the big deal here is the fact that Quid has already used his teleport. He's already spent that summoner to shop and return to lane. APA now has more resources than Quid. He's a higher level, and he still has a teleport.
I'm still not
ready to
sure
use.
why they
Yeah,
did the
exactly. He'll be
sunglass.
able to get a great buy, right? He's sitting on just about 1,200 gold, so gonna be able to try to push this out, come back, be on that lost chapter very likely, and we'll be sitting in a great position. It'll be harder for Quid from that spot. Of course, it is AP jungle, AP mid, so Quid is just gonna be building towards some early MR, just trying to survive that, keep his farm up, and make sure that he is a really big presence in the team fights later on.
Again, just going to be as annoying as possible. Ruin Quid's tempo a little bit here. Throw out the sapling, cost him an extra 5 seconds, having to walk further back. Yeah, it's not like you're going to really pose a kill threat there, but just wasting his time, getting those extra little advantages for APA can go a lot further than it might initially look like.
Especially because didn't really have anything to do on the map anyway. His camps were mostly just respawning. Now the wolves are back up and the Gromp is back
Sniper's
up. So we'll
laning
see
is
exactly
beautiful
where
to
he wants
watch.
to
They
go.
locked in up there.
But
Okay.
this push is going to get a plate maybe for APA. So
I do like
deny
Sniper,
some
so I
CS.
can't hate on
Not sure
him.
he's gonna
I
quite
can't
get it.
hate
It's
on
gonna
him
be
at
very
all.
close, but we'll grab that
Gotta let
plate.
him-
So
gotta let him
that
bang.
is a significant amount of gold. That swing in the matchup there is good. And we got to talk about Yon and his heroic performances. Even when there have been criticisms, levied towards Liquid, it is like, yeah, Liquid really needs to shape up. Except Yon, because Yon is...
Except Yon.
Yon, you're great. You're head of the
Yon,
class.
you're fantastic. Yon is
It's like a
him.
group project where everybody else is kind of goofing off, not doing their job. Yon is still getting the top mark.
And I think, at this point, you have to start looking at him as like, is he the split one MVP? Like, he is up there, right? He has really just been standing out so incredibly. Of course, here. We are going to see a fight on top side.
Yep, Sniper wants to
nice
jump
wave.
in. Impact doing a good job, putting him in a bad spot. But now, here in the pit, Umpty with the flash over the wall to get himself away to safety just barely. Now River's going to be
And look at Yun in there. Wop, 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 wop. They're not going to kill Impact. Impact don't die. What I say? What I say? What I say? Yup, and look at the boys. They see me rolling. They hating, patrolling. They giving kills over the Yun. Period. Period. And we still going.
Barely any health, barely any mana. Quid decides to go in for the engage, and Core JJ is the target. Team Liquid looking for a little.
It's okay. Yun might still pull off something. Yun might still pull off something. We not scared. APA, hit that Q real quick. APA, hit that. Yeah. Hit him with the bing bing. Hey, hit him with the bing bing. Hit him with the bing bing. Hey, hit him with the bing bing.
They will get Quid here, but the other two kills.
Thank you.
That was so close to a disaster.
That was almost a pentakill.
300 health.
That was almost a pentakill.
Yon does
Yep.
have his cleanse. Should be able to walk this one out. We'll
Yep.
see. River not going to commit to it. Does interrupt the recall there. But
See y'all
that
in
was
game
so close to
2.
APA getting everybody.
Because y'all
He was
clearly not taking
just
game 1
short
serious.
Of having the damage to knock down everyone on 100 Thieves and make that a nightmare for them. TL still, though.
Y'all
really
clearly
happy with
not
how this is
taking
going.
game 1
They
serious.
do take the 2 grubs.
Clearly.
He was over there focusing on those while there was this battle going up on top side. That Sniper was winning. Umti obviously gets pushed out here.
Another
Yon
one.
is
Thank
over the
you.
wall, trying to
No,
return
the
some
way that
fire.
those
River
other
flashed
two
in,
were 2 HP.
Well, they couldn't quite take down Umpty, and then in flashes Core as APA comes in for the reinforcements. They're able to get the 1 kill onto River. They push Ayla back out, and then they look to collapse back on the top side. And this is what I was calling out.
Literally 2 HP.
Look at how he waits. The patience.
I'm gonna need you to pipe down. Oh, do we have some 100 Thieves fans?
Ult with his W and immune that. But we're back to live. We're back to a dive, and APA is gone
We have
already.
some 100
Beautifully done from 100 Thieves, but what about the consequences? FBI rooted up from a long-range Nature's Grasp from Umpty to guarantee a 1-for-1 trade for 80 carries on that one.
Yeah, nicely done. Going to be able to get one back, and unfortunately for FBI, he is not the kill recipient, so doesn't really get much from it. Umpty, though, eyes on the objectives. He is going to go right towards this dragon. Is building towards the early Leandries, which I do find a bit interesting because generally, you know, Maokai's, you only see them go for this build when they are kind of solo AP. Ziggs like being solo AP as well, but they do have that damage. It is going to really help the poke, and it's going to make it very frustrating to actually approach, you know, these objectives when you're walking through the minefields from Ziggs, when you're walking through the Ezreal and everything. And we can watch this dive in the picture-in-picture one more time. This is APA using that satchel aggressively, and then Ayla just gets over the wall, finds a nice engage with the Zenith Blade.
Meanwhile, we have 100 Thieves trying to challenge here for that Drake. Umpty did manage to land the smite secure, but now he's got to be careful. Nice bramble smash, trying to keep River away from
barely a 1K gold lead. Y'all gassing it? Well, let's see how this fight with that 1K gold lead turns out. Okay, APA up 1. Oh, did Ayla just get boot bopped? Ayla just got boot bopped. Okay, so down 2. Okay, interesting.
I mean,
and that 1K turns into 2K.
Knock the Skarner ult away
Real
from
fast.
Umpty. That was massive because it actually changes the positioning based on the positioning
Real
of
fast.
the Skarner. That is where the ulti is coming out.
Do you get a haircut or just
With
shrinkage?
that
Just
heroic charge,
shrinkage.
Yawn is getting paid, and when Yawn is getting paid, it means really good things for TL.
And credit to Umpty, too. He was taking the dragon. He sees the River is ready to tunnel through the wall. They end up getting in a full-on, honest-to-God smite fight, and Umpty just comes out on top. Now in the bottom lane, APA versus FBI yet again. A battle of the letters as River shows up, wanted to try to throw
a battle of the letters is crazy.
It ain't gonna work, but Impact is ready to go. FBI knows he is stuck. There's no way out.
I only straightened my hair until like this past December, like literally all of my life, and this year I'm trying to learn how to wear my hair curly. It has been the most stressful thing in the world, but I think I'm getting better at it day by day, maybe, question mark. All it takes is practice.
Moving around the map, you know, using that additional global to just cover. When your top laner goes bot, you go top, you cover for each other, you both push out, you don't lose minions that way, and they are going to be able to get those 4 grubs. You can see the Scuttle being taken and Core moving up here as well.
FBI isn't ready. God dang.
Map utilizing this Ziggs so well, and this is kind of why they are famous.
Thank you, MHW.
Really well,
thank you, Wiki. I straightened mine when I was 11, and let's just say it was bad. Like you didn't know how to straighten it, or you've been straightening it since you were 11.
I mean, Whippo hit the nail on the head. I can't believe they gave him Ziggs, right?
So do you mainly wear your hair curly?
During the second half and
haven't used it ever since. That's good. What products do you use in your hair, and what type of curls do you have?
Move it for the rest of the series. We'd rather see if we can make it work in the Azir matchup. But so far, APA is showing why this character is so frequently banned against him.
Absolutely. I mean, I can definitely see the logic of, I think I have a good game plan to deal with it. Instead of spending a ban on it every single game for the whole series, we let it through. We'll see if our plan works. So far, not working. But, you know, had it worked, you look kind of like a genius. And either way, even if it goes bad, then at least you're not having to spend a ban on it for the whole series. So I can kind of see the thought process. But of course, you know, it is one of those things that people are going to be surprised to see that go through with multiple bans towards lower prio control mages for APA. But that being said, Quid's still farming here. FBI still farming. We'll see if they can make some magic happen in the team fights as they have done time and time again. But the only one
the champion overlay really cool. Yeah, you can like look at the builds and everything. They said that we were allowed to set it up since we're the co-streamers.
Like you were talking about from yesterday, the big
oh, period. Keep it strong. Has it grown a lot since then? Okay, 4A slay.
From the turret down here in the bottom lane. We still have another 60 seconds.
What do you use for like
still standing, so Team Liquid is going to continue to farm more money off of
do you use a stronghold gel or like a moose?
Leandries that you touched on a little bit earlier. Whenever Maokai's want to go for Andres, they often go for the red smite alongside it to just get that little bit of extra damage. He has 7 charges left on the jungle item, so then he's going to have that additional burn on top of it.
Yeah.
And I think for TL,
I'm very much still learning,
really
so I'm always like
because we're getting
asking questions to my curly hair girlies.
Then you got the Herald coming up in 2.5. And then
Yeah,
you're just
exactly,
constantly
Hex.
fighting over all these things, and those saplings will be so obnoxious for a 100 Thieves squad that is already 3,000 gold behind.
Yeah, and every time you get hit by the sapling, it's not even just the damage. It's the slow that comes through and sets up the skill shots from the Ziggs and the Ezreal that is going to make things even more frustrating to deal with. And Jan positioning very aggressively here. He's in a great spot, obviously working towards that Triforce. Does already have
User,
the tier
thank you for
stacking
the
up
follow.
for quite some time. And you can see Quid has been set very far behind. You know, we already have the fully completed, Blackfire Torch there for APA. Merc Treads was the pit stop for Quid. That makes a lot of sense against Ziggs plus Maokai, but it does mean that your damage is going to come in a lot later, and TL want to make it even later than that.
Core JJ flashing in for the slam into the wall, and Nature's Grasp from Umpty makes sure the Quid has no way out of that when APA tosses in a bomb to seal the deal. Now the satchel charge should guarantee the kill in the top lane.
I mean, we told LTA to send their baddest, and this is who they pulled up with.
Everything is coming up TL.
And this is who they pulled up with.
Really good 5 grubs with this comp. You're pushing through all 3 lanes.
We asking for the baddest hoes to come out.
In that spot, you can see
we looking for the baddest hoes.
He's on a really nice power spike.
It's a Ziggs game. This don't count.
This side lane, his impact went for the tier 2
Alright
boots,
now.
K'Sante is still doing K'Sante things.
Alright now.
It's going to be a hard nut to crack.
This is so dire of a game state for 100 Thieves right now.
They chanting APA.
Find any sort of a play to make anywhere against TL.
Who won the C9 TL games? It was a 3-1 with TL winning. This is finals.
There's simply more men ready to go on the Team Liquid side. 100 Thieves still
Redkin. Okay, bet.
Turret still standing. They can retreat towards, so neither one of their players will die down.
Oh my gosh.
But we've already got the
really? I've heard things about Miel causing hair loss. Only have like 2A, 2C, but finding products that works is hard. And they're so expensive. I've been trying a brand called K18, and
15 minutes in, but Impact has the teleport. He answers as APA again. These two are just cross mapping. Every time Impact has the base or Impact has to go somewhere else, APA comes in.
I bought like a curl shampoo.
And Impact takes over his assignment.
Stuff.
And River is going to look here, but Jan is just so hard to catch. And the last outer
you wouldn't understand such a big brain drafting. That's why you're here, Holy, since I can't understand it. You can.
And the objective
you know?
lead at 15 minutes and 45 seconds.
It is a fantastic
K18 is good. Okay, period. Love to hear that feedback because I'm clueless when it comes to what to buy now.
Does not want to get hit by the stun there on the solar flare. Steps far enough to the side to only be hit with a slow. And now Jan's going to take the opportunity to fire back a little bit, but he does loot out on that trade as well. That means that FBI now.
Yeah, with the bug yesterday, are they not a little scared?
Keeps his cool, doesn't spend the flash, stays alive.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you can use the LTA extension when watching the stream now.
Move over here and see if they can take anything.
They enabled it for us to watch it.
A lot more, obviously, because objective bounties are already there. So if they can grab this Herald, you're going to get the bonus gold plus potential to maybe even kill off a tower and get the bonus gold there as well.
I just need my hair to grow. I miss having my long hair. Like, I love my short, straight hair, but I want some long, curly locks, baby.
The Impale not colliding there on the target, and Umpty escapes. Meanwhile, up here on the top side, Impact is ready to go into Sniper and quick. Core JJ tries to run in, ready for the wall stun. Impact should grab the first kill here on the Sniper, and the second one's going to go over as another one falls. Team Liquid with 2 more kills in their pocket. Right when it seemed like 100 Thieves might have had some momentum to try to make some sort of a play.
Do you have
happen.
curly hair,
They cannot
Safra?
collapse in time to get the kill on Umpty. Team Liquid brings in the cavalry and turns it around.
And Liquid are just doing such a good job of actually displacing his Quid, going to get a shuffle.
Quid, nice job.
Oh, they don't
there
have
on
it
the
for
Emperor's
LCK?
Divide, but Core JJ turning it right back around to the knockup of his own. Neither
Yeah, I don't want to stop using heat completely. I think maybe once a month or once every 3 months. But yeah, I'm kind of just figuring it out as I go.
Yeah, not quite enough, but You know, back to what I was saying, TL are doing such a good job of actually displacing the Skarner ult. Every time he starts channeling it, we saw the earlier one where it got stopped by the heroic charge. This time it's actually a satchel charge from the Zig, throws it out, knocks him away, kind of just puts that aim off course. We'll see. Would it have actually hit Umti? I think it might have. He kind of got knocked to the side. Or does it follow with you, or does it always stay at the point of origin?
It looks like it's still casted
that
from
time
the
it looked
point
like
of
it stayed at the point of origin. So, you know, maybe not actually having that effect there, but TL playing really well. And Impact able to take down Sniper on the side. Ayla gets chased down. TL are just fully in control, not being able to find many plays here for River, and their carries are just so far behind now.
I don't think my eyeliner's
TL 3 straight finals with the exact same roster. They have really committed to this roster, to the development. I know talking to Spawn a lot. His philosophy is so much that a team needs time. You can't just keep shuffling things around and assuming that's going to make things better. Just because you lost doesn't mean you can't improve with that roster. They've put so much work into developing this roster, and they're trying to take it to an even higher level, and we'll see if they're going to be able to do it this year.
And I really like that kind of a growth mindset from Spawn. For those who aren't familiar with him, he was the Team Liquid Academy coach for a long time before moving up to the main roster. Team Liquid Academy was one of the most successful academy teams that we had in that ecosystem. And so I just have to default to trusting this guy and the way he talks about teaching players how to work together, creating a team out of just 5 dudes. And with Team Liquid, the fact that they've made 3 finals now in a row, I think that's evidence enough.
Something is working.
Yeah.
Let's be clear about that. Something is working.
Well, looks like something might not be working here for Core JJ. He's very much in danger. Does drop to Ayla. The last tick of the Ignite is going to take him down. River swooping around here, looks for a little bit more damage into Yawn. Ayla re-engages now. Nice double impale coming out from River as Impact's in danger too. 100 Thieves doing a great job. They found 2. They found 3.
All right, let's not
it's
throw.
Absolutely massive for the Thieves.
Let's not throw.
It's a big shutdowns, closing the goal.
Dude, eyeliners is so hard to make them sisters know, truly. Like one is like this, and then one's like this. I did the best I could. It is what it is.
So strong. Look at where APA
I'm doing well, Jules. How are you? I only use a hairdryer to diffuse my curls, but they fall after a day. Yeah, they normally like loosen up a little bit. The day one, my curls are so tight. Oh, like my hair shrinks to like here, but it ends up falling a little bit. Like, I still got length though.
The tragedy though, 400 Thieves
it's kind of shorter over here though. Like there's still very,
it was 20 seconds before
tight.
Otacon spawned and about 45 seconds before the Drake spawned. So yeah, you get the kills, you get the shutdowns. That feels great, but they would really like
what's your name, B.O.B.? So they calling you
afterwards. And now Team Liquid's back alive on the map. The objectives are waiting for him. But let's take a look at how
always trying to make sure my scalp is moisturized.
Just Ayla and FBI laying a trap really intelligently. River is over the wall there looking
to I'm gonna really invest in Kate.
Forward, so he steps up.
Small.
River gets in position, finds the double ulti on the Cassante and on Yawn.
They took our cheeks right there. No cap.
Him down. Impact does go on the run, but Sniper is here. They're able to get a kill there as well. It's a great collapse. You have to look for these sorts of plays. Golden Glue looking really pumped up after that one. I mean, this is the kind of situation you find yourself in. You've got to be willing to throw everything at someone if you think you find a pick when you're this far behind.
And 100 Thieves now moving into enemy territory, still looking to fight, but they've got to be so careful about this. Down 4,000 gold. River already losing about half of his HP. FBI doing the same. River trying to flash away, find some sort of an escape route, but it ain't happening. APA killing off Quinn.
Okay, we getting our money back. We getting our money back. We took the receipt back, got a refund.
Sniper dead now too.
Oh my gosh. 3. Make it. 4. Where's the 5th? Oh, we got all 5, period.
And it's Otacon off the back of it, and it's going to be a tier 2. It might even be a tier 3 as well. They are getting everything from this.
As they should.
Awards picked up here by TL. And this is going to be tough to come back from. APA is just going to stay. He was already so far ahead, and now he's getting all the local gold.
What it is, my boy.
Tier 3, while they take Otacon after getting
what it is, my boy.
Triple kill. I want to see how much gold is actually in his pockets. He's sitting on 2,400
Watching 100 Thieves play makes me angry.
Letting Ziggs
I wonder why.
versus APA.
I wonder why they're making you angry, Best.
I can see the idea. I can see the theory.
I'll make a prediction. It's not getting through for the rest of the draft because it's fearless.
Wowie. Okay, nice prediction. Let's take another look at the fight that started with 100 Thieves just really posturing aggressively into Team Liquid's jungle.
Yeah, so 100 Thieves were moving up. Again, they're stacked as a group here. They're saying, you know what? We got to pick last time. Let's look for it again. Quid goes forward. Great reactive flash there from
I think they're just making desperate plays because the game really has gotten so out of hand.
So he's just locked up.
I think it's just desperation right now.
Playing on the side of this fight so well. We're back to live, so we bust me back scrapping.
Yeah, we're right back into it as FBI valking away from the True Shot Barrage, guaranteeing that he stays alive. And APA just being so fed, having the damage over time items in the inventory, the double dot with the Blackfire plus Leandries. You saw there when he hit FBI with a bomb.
The thing is, why would you want the enemy team to get so far ahead like this, like giving them their comfort picks, like APA being on Ziggs? Why would you want them to be, like, it starts a certain momentum, like a certain tempo. Like, you get into this groove, you feeling good, you go into the second game and you already feeling a little confident.
As well as the Leandries. So he's basically just
okay, but Erica,
he knows I don't
know why they would want them to like get ahead like that.
Again, just making space from that tower, trying to allow them a window to step forward, but someone's got to answer Cassante in the bot lane, and that is the problem right now. 100 Thieves are stacking everyone on top side to see if they can get an odd man fight, but that just opens the door for Impact to whack away on this tower. And yeah, Cassante's not the fastest, but he's still got a sheen with that Iceborne, and he's still killing that tower.
Team Liquid trying to utilize the power of this voracious Otacon. They want to get some value there out of the false lives.
You really helped me with my curly hair when I was starting out. Plus, I think you'd enjoy her content. Period. Please send her my way. Guys, should I do a brown under eye or a white under eye?
The remaining 3 players on Team Liquid will continue
brown or white
towards the tier 2 here in the top
lane.
It did. Solar Flare attempt was made, but it does not connect on anybody. Umpty might be the target for the Impale. Nice job from River landing down with Ayla ready to join up with Azim.
Everybody's saying white. Dang, I ain't know y'all like white like that.
For a tier 3 turret in the bottom lane. I still think
thank you, Erica. I see it.
Yeah, TL definitely still comes out on top. I mean, the base is cracked. That is what you really want to get done. And the bigger problem, TL spent really nothing. They didn't spend any summoners on that push or anything like that. Soul is in a minute because they've been stacking these objectives so diligently. If you thought it was already incredibly hard to take down Impact, he's got a Spirit Visage, and that's going to be amping all of the Ocean Soul healing. If they get that, I just think 100 Thieves are way too far behind to have any sort of a chance. But by the same token, you're down 8,000 gold. Can you realistically win a fight? It feels like there's not much of a shot, and TL has just dominated this first game.
I mean, let's be honest here. We are at the point of the game where 100 Thieves doesn't really have it in their decision-making alone to win this game by doing something specific. They need Team Liquid to make a mistake, and they need to be ready to punish.
Friends.
Exactly. They need a secret agent on Team Liquid to make a goofy move,
that's
and they need
crazy.
to be ready to punish that goofiness.
That's insane.
Right now, Team Liquid is not playing goofy. They are playing coordinated. They have been doing a great job punishing when 100 Thieves overextends. Team Liquid had the one mistake in the enemy jungle that 100 Thieves did a great job of punishing, but other than that, they've been in control. And now 3 seconds left on this Ocean Drake. 100 Thieves just trying to defend around the Sun Disc here in the mid lane, but look at FBI and Quid's health bars. They're still burning.
Why you gotta be white? It's white.
One bouncing bomb.
Yeah, one bouncing bomb. 30, maybe even a little bit more % health done on FBI from 1Q. I mean, AP is just so far ahead of the pace of the game because not only did he get a ton of kills,
no, truly, bang, truly.
Local gold off so
hello,
many
youth. How are you, Buki?
And now they're gonna get Ocean Soul here. I think it just feels like River doesn't really have a way in.
And Core JJ is ready to back up the rest of the team. Nature's
period. He said you're not coming over here.
Jungler, but now it's Sniper trying to find some sort of an angle.
But they gonna force their way in. Oh, Sniper miss.
He is on point.
And what do we know? Young getting kills.
The Dragon still being burned down. APA with a Mega Inferno Bomb. FBI is going to continue just burning away to it. Another True Shot Barrage that nearly hits the mark. But that's Ocean Soul. That's a kill on Sniper. That's Team Liquid marching up to the Baron Pit.
Exactly. And when you get Ocean Soul, you can just infinitely go towards the Baron. You're not even losing health. You're healing off it time and time again. 100 Thieves, you got no other options other than just coming out of the base and say, hey, let's try again. Keep fighting. fighting because there's no way you're going to be able to hold on against this. So they're going to come over, see if you can find some heroics here from 100 Thieves. But really all Core JJ has to do is keep River out of the pit, make sure it's secured, and it's
now Umpty Dude still got a smite though.
It's going to be a full crazy YOLO coming out from River, and Team Liquid just don't want to allow that even a small chance of happening.
Yeah, guys, this is diggity done, bro. It's done. It's cooked.
Grass flies out, just zoning the team away. Impact on the front line, trying to make sure that 100 Thieves has no path forward. Now he's got to flash defensively. River's still on the chase, but 100 Thieves has to be so careful about over chasing. APA finally going to get caught there by the solar flare stun. Over the wall goes Ayla.
They still just got the damage. Yun is out here just pumping out damage. It's a 2-for-1. They got the support.
Team Liquid gets the Baron and a 2-for-1 after.
Yeah, they're looking incredibly good in this game. 10,000 gold lead. Ocean Soul, Baron buff. 2 inhibitors are exposed. You have to feel like this is enough for TL to just march it down here and potentially deal that lethal damage. Close out this game number 1. And close it out with an exclamation point, because this has been such a one-sided start to the series. We can watch it one more time. River just
run it back.
Find the ult he wants, just not barely catching Core JJ. Tried to actually interrupt him with it, doesn't get it, gets knocked out. They secure the Baron, and then 100 Thieves have no option but just trying to force the fight. Impact is just creating space though, and as they're kiting back, you're walking through these Ziggs bombs, you're walking through this, and now watch Core JJ here. As they go over, such a great job protecting AP.
They get the yellow 50-50, just buys them a little time. Ocean Soul is huge. Dang, get it though, this.
Coming through with the Zenith Blade, stuns him against
Can you
the wall,
FF an esports game? No, you get fined. You actually get fined if you do.
You are winning every single fight. This guy is so far
They got to
ahead.
play it through.
And now Team Liquid ready to keep this push going. They have 2 exposed inhibitors in the 100 Thieves base. They take out the last remaining tier 2 turret up here in the top lane. Impact and APA are going to be working on the last standing tier 3 turret now as 100 Thieves go for the collapse on the 3-man TL squad over in the mid lane. Yawn flashing over the wall.
They just whipping their abilities too.
Now the counter attack from TL with the True Shot Barrage over the top of the Mega Inferno Bomb all the way from top lane. APA is godlike. 100 Thieves is out of there. Team Liquid already mopped them up, and they'll walk it all the way in for the win. APA just pads the stats for a little bit of extra turret destruction. Mid lane inhibitors the target. Sniper and Quid, 2 solo laners, 12,000 gold behind, will not hold the line here at the Nexus turrets. First one is already down.
I think that this was a poor display of skill in drafting. I don't think the rest of the games are going to be this easy. I do think 100 Thieves is going to go in the back and like actually put together a plan. But that was insane. That was insane.
The one that everyone I spoke with were saying, yeah, they probably don't really have a realistic shot at the title. But yeah, here they are. They already made it to the finals. They dominate game number 1, and they are starting this off just about as well as you could hope for.
Team Liquid just wants to run that one back a couple of more times, make this one nice and fast. Remember though, in the interviews, Sniper said, hey guys, fast 3-0. APA said, we're gonna give it a 3-2. We're gonna make it a show for the fans. But a reminder to all y'all fans out there, do not miss any LTA action when you get your favorite foods delivered on Uber Eats for less gold. Scan the QR on the screen right now. Click the link in chat or the Uber Eats button on lolesports.com to access the champion shop exclusively on Uber Eats. Now let's head on over to the LTA Lounge to break down Game 1.
What's your question, Van? What makes Ez ult hurt so much without AP? Does it also scale with on hit? I've been trying to figure that out. The only thing I know is that Ezreal ult hurts more if it hits you first. Like it does less damage the more people it hits. That's all I know.
Team Liquid took it back.
Yeah. Shout out, by the way, FBI's most deaths he's had in a game all year so far. That was 5.
All right.
Yeah, and we were talking a little bit before, I mean, even yesterday, of how would Team Liquid win if they win, and it's about returning to what made them so good in 2024. It hadn't clicked yet for them in 2025, but because they had been so good in the past, I was saying that they can get back to that level faster, and that's the type of Team Liquid I saw here in Game 1.
Yeah, the big thing for me is, this composition. This is essentially like the Team Liquid Exodia composition, right? You're giving Impact Cassante, you're giving Umpty Maokai, you're giving APA the Ziggs, which I now have to go back and revisit whether I think he's better at Ziggs or Taliyah. But in terms of like, they moved around the map, right? Like APA took both top and bot tier 2 turrets. Raz, you had looked, he was up, what, like 1.5K?
2K, yeah. 2K gold by 15 minutes.
Yeah, and so like the way they were moving around the map, and again, forcing 100 Thieves to take disadvantageous fights.
That was a quick and
really
easy
good.
one.
Franklin,
thank you for the follow.
Very present in the early map, and even though he wasn't necessarily getting kills off of it, I really liked when he did visit lanes, he had impact.
Exactly what Spawn said, taking smart fights, right? The fact that, yes, they were playing around the Ziggs heavily. The dive on quid topside was great. Hovering for Ziggs towards bot lane was great. All of that was solid. The Grubs fight where, yes, was doing it alone, but he had cover easily. So even though 100 Thieves was trying to challenge them, they were ready to fight. It felt like the smart Team Liquid that we saw from last year is here in this day.
It's important to keep in mind that this is fearless drafting. Emily, to your point, we're not going to see that Exodia draft again. I actually think this could be strategy from 100 Thieves. Now, that might sound like hope, but it means they don't have to ban the Ezreal. They don't have to ban the Ziggs. They don't have to worry about that range type of composition. The 100
That's what you said, Holy. I'm doing well, Gurn. How are you doing?
It makes sense in game 1 to say, all right, let's see if we can take him out.
That's what Holy was talking about.
Don't worry about those champs going forward.
I think that is a very valid point. But also, if it's going to go like that, you got to win 3 out of 4.
Yeah.
True. It is very as
I don't know
as
if
it sounds,
TikTok
it is
can
difficult
see
to come back
I
from a
don't think
1-0
TikTok
in a
can.
best of 5 if the one is going to look like that. So
Sorry,
100 Thieves
TikTok.
still shows fight. For me, the way they got here was because they were so good at scrapping in mid-game team fights. And here's a fight that they still had a good jump on Team Liquid in. They were down about 7,000 gold before this fight, and were still able to pick up some kills. So there's going to be a lot of League of Legends left to play, in my opinion.
Yeah, and even just the instant TP there from Sniper to make.
So I got this from the.
Even though he was.
Got this from the Chroma Opia tour. I went to see Tyler the Creator
I'm not seeing nerves from
recently.
him, so it's a good look for the start of a series. I'm expecting a competitive
And we have to
one,
build it.
but
This was
damn,
on
Team
their
Liquid
like.
looked good after this one.
This is what he built the set out of.
Ziggs damage.
Bunch
I
of
think the
shipping
issue with that
containers.
team fight as well was because they weren't able to get any objectives off of it, right? Like for 100
Okay, so the
Thieves. Even though they were
instructions
able to
are.
fight back, TL actually was able to get the reset off and then I believe rotate to the next Drake afterwards. So yeah,
Well,
we
there's
will
different
see. I do think
forms
the
of
fearless aspect of this is interesting because again,
Thank you for the
when you let a
follow,
champion
Zaya.
through, you are
The concert was
eliminating it from
amazing.
the
Yeah, game
pool
one
entirely.
was
So,
quick.
to your point, Chat, then it's like, okay, how did they
I
mentally
think I'll just do the
recover,
shipping
right?
container.
Because you
Like
did
the
not
regular
look very
one?
close at
I
any
don't
point
know
outside
why I
of
would
that one team
need
fight.
this.
And just a quick vote to APA's confidence. His career on Ziggs has been incredibly impressive. He looks just so mechanically. I mean, 16-3 is insane, but even just watching the speed with which he flashes important skill shots when he's on Ziggs, it's like that champion is so much a part of him that he doesn't have to play the champion. He just gets to play the game to an extent you see when you're really a true master of a champion, and I saw that from APA in that game.
Yeah, but I also want to bring up a point. Speaking of APA, he has the mustache still, and if you noticed, Spawn and Swiffer have mustaches too.
Yeah,
so I think it's a mustache buff
So that's the
for
difference.
Team Liquid. I actually think that's the difference right now.
Maybe. In other news, Kangas is not going to be joining us for next postgame because he lost the mustache. We're going to have Licorice instead. But game 2 is going to be up after the break. We'll see you on the other side.
And then these two are the doors. Newfie, thank you for the Twitch Prime. Hope you're having a good day today. Where are the doors? Oh, they have little stickers on them. It says little. It says golf on it.
Red Bull gives you wings.
We should play.
The retreat to Nashville, Tennessee. Put Nashville, Indiana.
There's another Kia commercial.
Over here.
Bro.
Okay. Let me just figure this out. Oh, we're cool. There's a charging station nearby.
Who puts in Nashville and Indiana anyway?
Yeah. Plans change, but the Kia EV9 is great for road trips and so much more.
Delay. No, I'm not in that one. I didn't know that was a thing. They on Twitter posting the TL thanks Golden Glue graphic because he gave up Ziggs. No, but like, actually though, that was confusing why they... yes, Brendan. And also Tristana. Okay. The instructions aren't very... The instructions aren't very valid. But apparently, okay, these two are for the outside. So this means this is top and bottom. I think it's pretty
easier to flash. I got him. Oh, Skybot. Sure, Ian go top and I go fighting back. Ian, I'm gonna jump to this guy. I can kill you, okay? Let me kill it. Okay. Only this guy too. Here, suicide. I think Ian go top after this.
1 second. I want to make sure two dice.
Oh, suicide. Nice job. Nice job.
I'll take it top. Sorry,
guys, there's a chance they see Steve.
Yeah, you just press it. Okay.
Let's go here.
Pretty simple.
We need help. It's not good. If we can help it. Everyone come in for space. It's not good. Scanner. Are you tossing? Hey guys, I ulted here. Watch his scanner.
Okay. Ah! And then this top. Hey, this is a lot easier than what I thought it would be. Okay, done. And then I guess it doesn't matter which one is back. Oh, this might be fine. No, it doesn't matter. What are we building right now? It is a little confusing because like the instructions are not present. Oh, I might have to apart. I have to. It's a shipping container, which is what Tyler the Creator was using for his Chromacopia tour. And I went to go see him live the other week, or last Tuesday. Okay. So back is done. Now I gotta figure out how to put the front on.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the LTA finals between
Dang, we're already back?
and Team Liquid. Team Liquid came
Okay,
out
this
the
was
gate
actually fairly easy.
swinging for game number 1. They got a couple of picks that they really liked having, and man, did they show 100 Thieves why they like them so much.
Surprise.
We are back with Bwipo for his takes on that game. Bwipo, talk to us about your thoughts.
So the first thing when you play best of 5 is when you do end up losing is like you want to make it as hard as possible for the enemy team to close out the game. I think that's something that you definitely want to prioritize. I think 100 Thieves managed to do that somewhat. It was a 29-minute game. You know, some could say this could have been a 20-minute, you know, maybe an email.
Okay. And then there's
the other right
like
side, they locked in Maokai Kasante, 1-2.
Oh,
They locked in
I don't know
Ziggs, they
what
locked in the Ezreal. So the poke comp with Maokai is off the table for 100 Thieves. Sorry, for TL. And 100 Thieves, in my opinion, didn't pick anything that is like directly related to their success.
Yeah. So put on your 100 Thieves hat. You know, you're now Coach Golden Glue. What are you thinking about for game 2? Because obviously, you know, just based on the bans, it was clear that Ziggs was up. They intended to give that over. They thought they had a plan.
Yeah.
Didn't work. Now, are you still concerned about some of these other control mages? We saw them ban off the way and the ASOL. Do you think that's still going to be a focus?
So I think they're setting themselves up for playing control mage versus control mage, and then hope. I mean, I think from their end, like they wanted Ziggs to be off the table so they can play that and play on their field. I think the Hui looked really good from APA yesterday, so maybe you'll just ban that out, and then you'll just agree to play whatever control mage into ASOL.
I really really don't know.
Or whatever LTA has prepared. So I do think they're going to be leaning towards maybe a Victor Blind or something of that sort.
What's your take on Hui? Because some of the pros that I've talked to, are really all in on Hui being just as good. Others are like, it's basically Orianna or Azir if everything was a skill shot and it doesn't add anything more. So they're like, it's just the risk is so high and the reward is no better than these other champions. Where do you lie?
Me on Hui, I lie on the fact that it's like he's a lot of skill expression individually, and he takes a lot of space by kind of walking up and abusing his QW, his WQ, like the movement speed slide, like the water slide, and then as well as like mixing up his EQs, being able to abuse those and like abuse the fact that like a champion like Poppy.
All right, we're getting into the next game.
It takes a lot of confidence and skill to like walk up to a Jax and just poke him and then trust yourself to get that fear off. I mean,
Slay Potato. Glad you like it.
Great. If you don't pull it off and you play him like a Xerath, you might as well pick Xerath.
So it's basically one of those champions that is like, you have to play at a really high level and then the rewards are really high.
Yeah, I think when you play like a mid-range mage rather than a long-range mage, you can be really scary because you get so much value out of every skill in this kit, and you get so many small little tweaks you can do.
All right, let's get into game 2. Is this also going to be a stomp?
Okay, let's get into draft here for this.
Oh, maybe handles for the door?
Back on the blue side, so they're happy to stay in the same corner as we do have Rumble, Talia, and Cassio.
You are correct. I just put them on top. They have like a bunch of arrows saying like where they could go.
First pick of this one,
but you can hardly see.
I feel like this is a champion that we always see on ban lists.
But you're right.
Liquid was happy to let it through.
We got to see it yesterday as well. Actually, Sven played it, and we saw the answer that TL brought out against it was actually Corki and was it Corki Nautilus, I think. It was Corki Nautilus, I believe. But obviously, Corki's off the table.
Yeah.
What's your take, as far as Kalista and the strength of her in the meta right now?
I think Kalista's just a really strong champion that facilitates AP junglers really well. So if you have a strategy of playing an AP jungler with Kalista, securing those first grubs, securing the second grubs, because she is the queen of those kind of skirmishes.
You're so right, Bestie.
Plus, I think she
that
has
works a lot better.
Swap strength. She's one of those AD carries that does not need
I don't know what the other
help
two are for though.
Any top laner, even if you have a really strong top laner on the sideline like Asante, Kalista usually manages to take her out. Really interesting to see from 100 Thieves slamming the Ambessa. Like I mentioned, they didn't pick it into Kasante last game. They wanted to keep it open because they wanted a game without Kasante in it to enjoy Ambessa.
So they've got the Ambessa, they've got Renata next to Kalista, which is a long time Kalista partner.
Support.
Yeah, we do have the Zyra and the Sejuani both locked in for TL.
This is actually so spicy.
Zyra support.
Even like double comment bot lane.
Okay, but hear me out. What if it's Sejuani support?
Range advantage over the Kalista. Kalista obviously
watching you from France. Bonjour. Bonjour. Me. I don't know what love is.
So I actually think this is a really intelligent answer. And it's potentially taking another pick that Umti wouldn't want to play in jungle for later on, right? So 100%. I think it's like kind of double whammy. It's kind of brilliant.
It is really brilliant. Also, Ambessa has a flex for 100 Thieves. They've shown to be able to play it mid lane, and there's something that they're willing to do. So now you've also not just removed it from next games, but also on this exact draft. Because maybe, River would have been looking for this on the 4-5.
Well, we do have some
I was like, what are they saying? They love the angle. Like, my camera is always like this.
To get Sejuani for Umpty. Throughout Umpty's time in North America, he has been known as a Maokai and Sejuani merchant. A lot of the times, his best performances on these tanks, on these meatballs. That was funny. He got Maokai in the first one.
That was low-key, high-key funny.
TL fans are happy to see him on these picks.
I'm so sorry, y'all.
So interesting because we were talking about this off camera, but last time these two teams played,
I'm so sorry.
Their strategy was actually taking away the comfort picks from Umpty.
Dog, I thought I was. No, Holy said, dog, I thought I was tripping. I was like, dang, did I mess up the doors that bad?
Like, some of the junglers, he's less comfortable with. So this time around, they're prioritizing other things and allowing Umpty to have comfort.
My gosh.
I think it's really interesting.
I really just be chilling, y'all. I really just be out here chilling.
From 100 Thief side in gameplay, which is what they used yesterday to counter the Ambessa.
What's going on, Adam? How are you doing?
I think it's awesome that Gangplank saw play.
Somebody even came over to TikTok and was like, the screen is tilted on Twitch, right? Like, come on.
I think
I'm sorry, y'all. I promise I'm sorry. Wait, Cass and Talia band, and we got Kalista, Renata, and Ambessa. I kind of like this draft so far.
Being such a bully lane, you definitely don't want your Kalista and Renata to get stuck in that lane. So the lane swap situation is going to be really important for 100.
I think Renata is going to be scary with the Ambessa, but I'm not really worried about the Kalista. Ooh, okay, now we're talking about Nocturne.
100%. I think that once you get to the first item is Renekton.
Hello, Ghost.
Happened in the early game, Ambessa should be able to take over. Now, obviously, we don't know if this is actually going to be Ambessa. No, it looks like it will be Ambessa.
Nocturne, the knock wave.
That is a very interesting combination.
I love a Nocturne.
I mean, you do one-shot the Zyra and or the Varus. Now, obviously, whether you know the combo or not, I'm assuming they have it prepped. You do need to know how to do it.
I would hope so.
I would hope so too.
That's true of most champions in League of Legends.
But this is really scary because when the lights go out and one of your carries gets one shot, you still have to worry about the Ambessa still lurking in the shadows. So I'm really excited for this comp, actually. It makes a ton of sense. Also, APA
he's hyping up the comp too much. I don't like it.
Kind of sit safe in the back. Option to the Nico, but look at their bans. They banned Sylas, Akali, and Aurora.
I don't like it.
They didn't want to have to pick a champion that had to get in there and fight.
It's so interesting because, you know, while Zyra is always really susceptible to getting one shot by dive, by the same token, if Zyra gets plants out, gets the ult off before she dies, it doesn't really matter. She's kind of done her job.
Isn't 100 Thieves pretty squishy though?
The potential for counter engage is quite high. So I feel like if 100
I feel like they've got the damage, but
that's going to be tough.
I'm rooting for Team Liquid. APA is poppy, so I'll allow it. You know,
counter punch is really lacking on Orianna Nocturne side if Orianna can't get the ball on him.
All right, one last thing before we let you go, Whippo. I want to know, who do you think has the edge in this second draft?
I personally think if 100 Thieves successfully gets a good lane swap off, I give them the odds because I do think Kalista Renata into the Renekton is a very easy way to set up the game for both side laners. That said, if TL has something cooking in the early game and manages to match those lanes, I expect them to drive their winning lanes into a lot of objectives.
I think we'll definitely see a better quality game this game. I don't think the game is going to be as dookie as it was the first game. No shade, of course. Maybe a little bit of shade. Maybe a small amount of shade.
For an immobile carry. It is a good name. I like that. The Knockwave. Yeah.
I'm trying to start something here.
Hey, I respect it. Pot of Grubs didn't really catch on for me. People didn't like the pot.
I like Pack of Grubs more. I don't even know why.
I don't even know why I said pot the one time. I'm pretty sure it was actually just my brain misfire, but then I ended up liking it. But we do also have the, like you're talking about the Zyra, even if she dies, right? As long as you vomit all your spells onto the ground.
All right, let's rock.
Exactly.
But also Nico is
the real carry is the plants.
So good.
Yeah, I think they should put up a fight this match.
Limited range of like Ambessa is going to dive in, Nocturne's going to dive in. Kalista is a short range AD carry that likes to get scrappy, and we know that APA is very familiar with Nico. We know that he is not a Nico tourist. He can find the angles on this champion.
Maybe a little bit.
Those big ultis.
He lives there.
And so I'm curious if he'll be able to find those big clutch entries into the fights.
Yeah, I mean, it is really all about that. When you're playing Nico, that's the name of the game, right? This champion without an ultimate kind of just sucks in a 5v5. Like, if you hit a multi-man route,
get in the zone, Yun. Go ahead and get in the zone, Bookie Boo.
Really so much about playing around your ultimate.
We gonna need you this game.
Come into a fight, and you force 3 flashes with your ult. And
what I love about what I love about a best of 5 is that means that if we get to game 5, there's going to be 10 ADCs
like SH1 ult, unless there's a flanker
that cannot be played.
Their follow-up is so strong. Chains of Corruption, the root from Zyra, the knock-up from Zyra.
There's going to be 10 ADCs that cannot be played.
The root from APA,
so,
the knock-up from APA.
And that's not including the ones that they ban.
If any of these squishy characters over on the other side do get tagged by one of those initial stuns,
so it's like
you're probably not moving again before the screen turns gray.
And I like what Whippo was talking about too with this.
What will they play?
For 100
nah,
Thieves.
8.
I think you guys were exactly right talking about, okay, well, if you're going to play Kalista Renata,
yeah, in game 5, it'll only be 8.
Angry bottom lane
but
put the pressure on you. Here's Zyra plants. Sorry, dude, don't play the game.
They will probably be banning ADCs.
Comment, like I was mentioning in draft, that's what I expected.
I feel like we could get a Samira game if that's the case.
By Yon, and you're just getting plant poked over and over byZyra, and you're not really being able to get in range. You're kind of just
no game 5 of TL is playing, period.
Kind of control that way, but it's hard in that straight up 2v2. Little update about what the delay is.
We only got 1 or 2 Mel games. I think it was only 1.
They got them repaired. They just broke again.
Wait, what?
So they're trying to fix his glasses. Hopefully they can get them all good, because I don't think he can see very well without them.
Yeah, that would be a pretty major handicap to have your AD carry not being.
What a flex though if you win the split. You're like, I couldn't even see, bro.
It's one thing to pick blind. It's another thing to play blind.
Yeah, I mean his glasses aren't on, so I don't know if someone grabbed them from him. They're gonna try to fix them. I don't know if he's got some backup contacts. I'm not sure, but that's what happened. Unfortunately, they re-broke. So,
Yun!
I mean, that's tragic.
Are you kidding?
I actually had my glasses break when I was traveling. I did one time, right when I was about to go to Worlds, have my glasses break the day before. I was traveling. I literally just took them off my face and they just snapped in half. And I was like,
that's so sad.
Like,
what's going on, Lucas?
Just, you know, hit the point of
wow, they're
date there. So I had to go
oh my gosh, they're taking out somebody else's screws.
The ones that fit my lenses, because you can't get lenses fast enough, right? So you have to find the exact same
Lucas,
frame.
thank you for the bitty bitty
They are
bits.
here working hard.
They're taking out somebody else's screws.
Did you make it work, or were you just YOLOing?
I was able. We went to a bunch of different stores. Was able to find the exact same pair of frames and pop my lenses in.
It looks like that's what we're doing here. Is we've got a bit of a lens transplant.
Some glasses surgery. We brought in some specialists.
Yeah, Godspeed specialists.
So it's a rocket surgeon. He's on staff for situations like this.
Yeah, we got to make sure that we're ready to go. We got the phone light. It's an emergency.
Space Force
here on the sidelines.
Well, you don't know about the rocket surgeons from Space Force?
They're the best of the best.
They're the best of the best.
Absolutely.
You know what's a peak storyline? Ayla and Yun were a duo on TL Academy, and now they're opposite sides of the stage.
Yep, and now it looks like we've all right.
And Yun's taking cheeks, taking his cheeks.
Or maybe we're no.
It almost looks like there's two glasses there. Maybe it's like a heart transplant.
No, that's what I mean. Like it looks like they're lens transplanting maybe into a new pair.
But what if they don't have the right frames and they're not going to fit?
Oh yeah, I guess that's true.
You know,
it might be a screw thing.
Like
oh yeah, if it's like a kidney or something, and you've got the wrong lens.
And they only have two of them. It's
like they might just need the screw.
Yeah, you donated a kidney. Sucks if you lose your kidney.
Does it look like his lens came out? So maybe there's not a screw.
My bad.
Well, but I need one too.
This is a serious. I never even thought about this as a problem before because I've never worn glasses myself.
He looks like a model.
People tell me that I should. Because
that's true. Yeah, I've heard you before. We're like looking at the prompter and Flower's like,
I don't see much Jinx in Pro.
That's normal text size, brother. I can read that just fine.
I think at least like LCS in the past. I think probably all but one of them at some point or another.
TL won the first game by a landslide. It wasn't even close. It was the biggest flop of all of LTA history. And we're ready to see what happens in game 2.
I wonder what his prescription is. Maybe we can donate him a pair.
If the lens popped out, I don't know if it's a screw thing.
He wears my glasses.
Exactly.
I'm willing to do that.
And not some more of the frames now being too loose. So like,
do we have the same prescription?
I'll just tell you.
My thought process is.
You just say that that's important for the lens.
The screw isn't working on the side, and so it's not holding the lens in place. That's my theory. But like, yes, also the lens or the frames could be built. So maybe they're taking his lenses out and putting them in the other frames.
I was figuring, I just repeat what you say. So you're like, get some with the mystic shot, be like, mystic shot.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly.
Yeah.
You highlight the ability name. You make
well,
the sound
guys,
effect when somebody dies. Like if somebody gets popped and you just can't believe it.
What should we do in the meantime? Can I show y'all a keyboard that I built that y'all have probably seen before? But
why not both? Yeah, I'll take that. Okay.
I already built it.
Looks like everybody's kind of just chilling. Core JJ.
Look how pretty it is. It's pretty in pink and cotton candy.
I played that last game pretty well.
Play.
Everybody on TL played that.
Pretty.
I will say, all jokes aside, though, these kind of situations are
this
obviously
one sounds horrible
though,
though.
because you really do.
So I think I'm gonna have to.
It is such a mental game.
Do some tuning. I think I'm gonna like revamp this keyboard altogether. Honestly,
the series is going
but I thought it was a pretty keyboard.
All the way to game 5, and you've got to be so locked in, so mentally ready, because if you do fumble in one of those big moments, that can be everything you've worked towards that entire split out the window like that.
It's Smolder.
You can see some of them eyes closed. They're kind of doing a little bit of a meditation thing. Right. Others, chat.
Oh, you like the nails?
They just do whatever.
I don't know how I'm rocking with the green, honestly.
Little rituals.
I don't know if I like the green.
Of how they can best stay focused.
I mean, I remember even just talking to different players when I first joined, like the pro scene in LCS back in 2017, and just
I think that's all I got for show and tell.
Like going into a big match,
I think that's all I got.
Be listening to pump up music, they'd be getting real hype, like walking around talking to their teammates. Other guys would go sit in a conference room by themselves, like
Yun's glasses broke,
just to try to like find
and so we are currently waiting for the glasses to get fixed.
I was a music guy. I listened to music as long as they would let me until they forced me to.
That's where we're at right now.
Because that is what kind of kept me comfortable. Have an update. We asked for what Jan's prescription is. He doesn't know. So the
Wait, what do you mean he doesn't know?
So the donation angle may be difficult. It might be like a kind of like one of those try-on angles, you know, like everyone here in the crowd who has glasses go up, and we see like if the slipper fits kind of deal, you know.
We're gonna Cinderella this.
How do you not know your prescription?
Cinderella glasses, and we need to find his Prince Charming with glasses.
Yeah, maybe like how cool would it be if he's just got like a pair of like Stunna shades, you know, some crazy glasses that are the ones that work.
Okay, so I always kind of thought that glasses were sort of like shoes for the other side of your body, where it's like, I don't know anybody that doesn't know.
I feel like a hat is more like a shoe for your head.
Well, no, but not everybody. Like, there's nobody who needs a hat to like function in day-to-day life.
Say that as someone who lives in like Siberia, brother. You'll be freezing to death.
Okay, sorry to offend the SCS, the Siberian Championship Series in the middle
sorry
of
to everyone. Flowers just offended in Alaska.
Yeah. Sorry to the.
So what happens is
people watching outside there in Siberia.
Well, fine.
That's
who's going to remember 1.75, 3.42. There is no prescription that is 3.42. It goes up in 0.05 increments. Silly Billy.
What size of shoe they wear, right? What size of shoe do you wear?
11 and a half, I think.
Okay, I wear an 11. So we have very similar shoes.
Hey!
I feel like if one of our shoes broke,
wait, did they get him glasses?
Our shoes.
We probably could, but to be fair, sometimes, you know, clothes.
Does he have glasses on?
Jacket, you're like, wow, that fits me pretty well. And they have a large jacket, you're like, this jacket's too small.
Why were we cheering?
Yeah, that is fair.
He still doesn't have glasses.
Clothes are made more differently. Like sometimes
they are. I'm just kind of just
Portugal. Hello, hello.
I mean, like shoes. I feel like glasses probably got to be pretty standard.
What
right?
if brand to brand, every prescription is different? You can't prove me wrong because you don't wear glasses.
The thing is, he could have different prescriptions in different eyes. That could be, that would be horrible. If he's like 3.50 in this eye and then like minus 1.50, which would be insane. That's an extreme difference. But like, it's possible. Hello, Trevor.
That's the kind of level of petty that I really aspire to be.
Okay, so let's see. I'm looking in Twitch chat right now. I'm seeing a lot of people actually say that they don't know their prescriptions for their glasses. Apparently, this is a more common thing.
Well, if you've had the same prescription for a long time, you kind of just, you know, it's around there.
Do your eyes like evolve, or
yes?
Your eyes get worse, brother.
Wait, really?
No, your eyes can get better.
It was kind of just like, hey, that's your glasses.
Nope.
Really?
Most people's eyes keep getting worse. And like if you want to get LASIK or something, your eyes actually have to, prescription has to stay stable for years before it's really even worth getting.
Isn't LASIK where they like shoot you with a laser beam in the eye or something?
Exactly that, yep. You can do it at home. Just buy a laser. No, don't, just kidding. Don't sue me.
Whoa, Isaiah, whoa.
Do not depend on this.
This man said you can do it at home.
Do not go for that.
But yeah, no, your glasses prescription can change pretty regularly. For a lot of people, it keeps changing.
Minus 4 something and 5 something in my left. Yeah.
No kidding.
Yep.
I've seen people have like anywhere from like 0.25.
My family except for me wears glasses, and so I figured that they all just had like, you know.
Just get one pair.
You go to the glasses.
You just go to the glasses store and you get a pair of glasses and.
Let's freaking run it!
You choose your glasses. Actually, better example.
Come on, Yun.
In Harry Potter.
That's my king right there. Okay.
Oh, and then you have your wand forever.
Exactly. Same thing with glasses. There's like a spiritual connection.
Yeah, it looks like it was probably really, just a screw thing.
Choose the blind person.
But you're telling me it's actually more like hermit crabs, where they just like you pick a glasses for a while.
Player of the series, right, Bang?
Am I the shell in the situation?
No, your glasses are the shell.
Glasses are the shell.
The glasses are the shell. You are the crab.
Jan's got glasses.
And then wait, whoa, really? We get to play?
I wonder if they're the same glasses.
I don't remember what the other glasses look like. Let me check Twitter.
Just yapping. I wasn't paying enough attention to what his.
Let's check Twitter and see what.
Unfortunate.
His glasses were.
The important part is
we've had a constructive conversation. We've learned a lot. I'm sure chat has too.
This was very important. Yeah, I learned a lot about
okay,
glasses.
I forgot about that.
Are
they the same?
It's time for some legal
yeah, those look like the.
All right. Let's do this.
The same.
Let's play.
Focus up. Focus up.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah, those were the glasses he wore yesterday.
To the LTA finals. Welcome back to game
For sure, those were the glasses he wore yesterday.
Versus 100 Thieves. Game number 1 was a real strong showing for
Is
TL.
anyone in
100 Thieves trying to
Harlequins?
bounce back in this one with the knock wave combo, that bazooka into the back line of
They
TL.
harvest. Yeah, exactly.
For it, and we'll see if they can pull
Who do you want to win? TL. TL.
Even in solo queue these days, I do think it's quite a strong champion, but it is one of those champions that is so ultimate based. Obviously, I talked about that for Nico.
He does that mid-game and breaks them again. I'll scream. No, same.
Farm until you have that ultimate ready. But you can
Not
see
necessarily, Brendan.
Ayla, these guys have some history.
That's crazy. They put the GIF right there.
Together, they were able to win there. There's 2025.
Why did they put that there?
2025 split finalist. They have been around and together for quite a long time. You know, fighting against each other and with each other.
That's what I think happened, Viper. I think they took screws from somebody else's glasses.
Now facing off here on such a big stage.
And speaking about the face-off in the bottom lane, always worth noting when we have like
The score is 1-0 so far. It's a best of 5. TL took the first win.
In case it makes a huge difference, it is the cleanse for FBI.
Insane,
really respecting just how easy it is for him to die if he gets caught out by Core JJ in the lane, or even as the game goes on. You already talked about how, yeah, if you get hit by anything, there's so much follow-up CC. But then over on the other side,
right, let's get into this game number 2.
The extra safety if they try to all in with the Callista Renata.
This is actually really nice. So River is on the Raptors right now. He's taking those away. So is basically pushed out because he was going to kill the Raptors before he could kill the red buff. So he would get level 2 and then come and fight him while Ayla was harassing. And they do have this lane swap set up here. It is Sniper down to that bot side. Sniper got no experience. Ouch. So he got none of the experience off the first 2 melees. Didn't take too much damage, so at least it's not like a disaster. If you lose a lot of health and don't get the XP, you are very sad. Meanwhile, Impact is kind of sneaking around the side trying to hover here. Is level 1. Does he have E level to actually stay safe? He does, so he's waiting for the cooldown.
Yep, just gets the extra slice back, jumps over the wall. He even managed to slice through River, so he would have the extra cast of the dice.
They're thinking about diving, though. This is what Bobo talked about, one of the strengths here.
Okay. Impact still just trying to escape. 5 seconds left on the slice.
He's getting no XP
from that wave. Cannot participate in this whatsoever, as Umpty has made his way into the enemy jungle to farm that red quadrant.
And now we have to look down to the bot side and see what is happening there. What is the reaction from TL? Can they actually push Sniper off? And I'm going to think the answer is no. Sniper is getting harassed. Core tanks up a tower shot or 2 there.
Dang.
But Sniper, even if he doesn't
They're
get the
not
ball,
letting Impact go anywhere.
Completely hopeless. Yeah. Impact is
look at this dude.
Man. Anything he can get. Sniper still just on the 1 CS. That's okay, because he is going to be getting towards level 3 here very soon.
It's one more than Impact has.
Sniper has 1 CS. Impact has 0.
It's trouble for Impact up here. And
he TP'd to his tower.
Underneath that top lane.
Okay, that's fair.
He did have most of an EXP bar that he got earlier, so it does mean that he only needed that first minion to hit level 2.
That's
so as soon as he
tough,
arrives,
dude.
now he can start picking up a couple of minions.
Being top lane is tough.
I actually think it's a really good TP, but it looks so funny because
that was a good TP.
Didn't even have anything to buy. He just gets zoned off and then has to TP 4 feet back. And it's the only way he can get back to that tower and soak experience. But if you let them zone you off forever, you're never going to get back. And mid lane, Quid could be in some trouble.
Ooh, nicely done there with APA. Strangle Thorns and the blooming blows. That last pop would have taken Quid out. He has to flash away to guarantee his own life.
Yeah, going to be able to survive for now. But up on the top side, the wave was actually pushing away from Impact.
Yeah, APA.
So we'll see if
it
looks like they're not going to try to hold it freeze. They're just going to thin it out, push it back. And even with all of the damage reduction on these towers these days, they still almost took a plate. But TP's going to be coming in. We're going to see if APA
River in this man's jungle.
APA trying to stop the continued invasion of his own jungler, but right there, APA forced to spend his flash.
Ouch.
Okay, so no flash on both of these mid laners at the moment. No TPs, so both mids are completely out of sums. Umpty is top lane. Impact still getting bullied, but Umpty is here to...
Umpty would come down.
Dude, River is playing in Umpty's jungle.
Umpty stayed on the camp, so maybe a little bit of miscommunication in that spot. Umpty obviously already down on camp, so maybe feeling, you know what, I actually can't afford to move away from this.
He was smited.
The smite, but a lot of the little ones are going to go to Umpty, so still getting most of the gold. But at the end of the day, yeah, APA TP's back, loses his flash, loses half his health, has to immediately go back to base. So that sucks.
Well, the one nice part there is at least because APA nearly got that solo kill on Quid.
That's tough,
flash
bro.
timers are pretty well synced up. It's not like he's just totally down that flash, and now as soon as level 6 hits, it's Orianna flashing in range for the insta.
He lost his glasses, but he already broke the other guy's glasses first.
There are no glasses available in mid lane.
No glasses.
Everyone is farming blind.
A Samira
waiting for level
guy.
6. It's
can.
a no eyesight fight.
Yeah.
ST, thank you for sharing the
all my
live.
solo queue teammates play. Every single one of them.
Eyes off. Jesus, take the win.
Okay, but Holy, like, is that even an accomplishment? Like, I feel like a minion could outsmite him.
That's the way you play League of Legends.
That's
right
a real League of Legends right there. Hell yeah, brother.
We're bringing it here. Ready to go. Down here in bottom,
Dang, I mean, okay, the thing is, this isn't a new thing for Team Liquid. Like, Pyoshik also had, like,
but you gotta know what it's.
why are you flaming your own jungler? He doesn't smite.
They know what it is to be down
like,
in the dirt.
he just doesn't. It's. I don't think that's even flame. It's just a statement. He doesn't smite. But Pyoshik also used to not be able to secure objectives. Like, he wouldn't smite.
It would put him down so low on HP, there would be no way to continue playing it. Umpty going to secure the first Void Grub here.
He said, put some respect on my name, you stank hoe. Period. If I gotta talk mess for Umpty to press smite all day. All day.
Nicely done as Umpty tries to Arctic Assault back.
Ooh, that's not good though.
Beautiful job from River guaranteeing the kill.
That's actually really bad. But he said, shut up.
As Sniper solo kills impact in bot 2.
Exactly at the same time, he's able to get
Listen, I hated Pyoshik, but Pyoshik wasn't this bad. I think Pyoshik was pretty bad. I think it was pretty bad. I don't think Pyoshik inted the way that Umpty will int. But in terms of securing objectives, I think Pyoshik was pretty bad.
Oh god, like I actually can't get out. And Sniper getting that kill is massive. Golden Glue pumped up.
Dang, what's all those drinks in there?
After that game number 1,
oh,
ran away with
it's everybody's drinks.
It is gonna
they had like FBI.
That are set up for success.
Flashback to 24 hours ago. Remember that when 100 Thieves was playing against FlyQuest yesterday, it was a very similar situation. Yeah. FlyQuest stomping game number 1, and then 100 Thieves bouncing.
I never know when to end E. You only E in when you are for sure ready to get kills.
Reality for me during the semifinals.
Okay, after the way Pyoshik had half of the objectives stolen during the last Worlds Finals, his mental was probably shattered for the whole year.
We know what this champion
I mean,
can do from ahead. There's a lot of squishy targets over there.
That's the only like way we've seen it.
You get in there, you can really make some magic.
Y'all, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of hungry, so I'm gonna go grab some bruschetta real quick, and I'll be right back.
I'm getting kind of similar.
I'm feeling snacky
to that game too as well, because yesterday we were saying 100 Thieves, they have to execute, because if they don't, FlyQuest at that time, Team Liquid now, has the answers. And so far in this early game, game number 2 today, here in the finals, 100 Thieves is executing. We'll see if they can manage to find those combos with the knock wave like you were talking about. Yeah. But right now it's Team Liquid overloading the top side, looking for the Wombo combo here on Sniper's Ambessa, but the lights go off, and River jumps in to see if he can get something in return instead. He manages to get the fear on Yon. He won't get a return kill, but honestly, saving Sniper was the whole goal.
Yeah, exactly. That's really big. And even with the lights turned off, Yon was able to actually hit Sniper with the piercing arrow. Wouldn't have had vision of him. That's all the practice without the glasses right there. It was calibrating.
We're really just going to keep the glasses all the way to the
I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. I'm done. Oh man,
we're in the glasses realm now. River wants APA on this one, does manage to track down the real deal, as APA will not be able to get out of that one there with a root. Nicely done from River, utilizing the spell shield. APA thankfully does have the flash, so the root might not have got it done, but the summoner spell keeps him safe. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Ayla and FBI putting the pressure on Impact, whose Renekton is not doing the greatest so far in this game.
Yeah, definitely having a little bit of trouble. You know, obviously obviously got zoned off, was put down in XP, then gets solo killed. Now going to be sent back to base, but he does have the teleport, so should be okay to be able to go topside and collect all of that wave. Also, really nice just to be able to take off the flash from APA. Obviously, he lost the flash from the initial TP. As soon as they put the pressure on here.
What I missed?
Obviously, it wasn't that full combo.
Okay, no kills on the board. No dragon
the training wheels version,
obtained.
you know? You just have the Nocturne walk up, get that ulti down, force out the
What
flash.
Yun do? What Yun do? Why I see Yun in all caps? APA gank ult flash. Okay.
Managed to secure the summoner spell as Team Liquid will look to take the first Drake of the game for themselves. They did manage to get 2 out of 3 of the
Got me
grubs
some
up there in the top side.
bruschetti.
Still not going to get any credit towards the feet on that one since you have to have the full trio. Sniper now.
They tried to take my man's APA down and they couldn't. Period.
Yep, they're going to be looking to put the pressure on this tower here, farm some plates.
We been knew that.
On that recall, so we'll see what the response is going to be. FBI obviously
We been
pushing
knew
up
that.
on the top side. Kalista, not very good wave clear though. Going to be trying to do this as fast as possible.
What is
we'll see how many
bruschetta?
plates can be taken over on the other side. The grubs now have respawned, and it's going to be River
like
pulling
a
those on spawn. So
tomato,
that's going to be kind of the trade, the delayed trade
olive
of grubs
oil
for that dragon.
paste.
But the plates, the race is on for first tower,
And you
TL are very
dip
far ahead, and no one is
crackers in
actually
it?
coming down to respond. So I feel like they can just fully stay on this tower if they want, and maybe even get it down, or at least very, very low, to being able to grab another feat of strength.
Yeah, those first couple of grubs doing a lot of work here for Team Liquid. Little bit more damage is going to be required. The minion wave is starting to get thinned out, but the next wave is already
Or like a garlic bread.
That means that Yon and Core JJ are set up to secure first turret of the game here for TL. Nicely done for them. Meanwhile, on the other side, like you said, it is that
We really needed first turret because they got the
one more. Oh, sorry.
The kill.
They did not get the first Drake, so they're still going to need a couple
The
more
kill
neutral
feats.
objectives. Could be in a little bit of a sour spot here. Does Arctic Assault back over the wall. 1-1 overall in the tower count, and it's still 100 Thieves with a 1,500 gold lead.
Yep, 100 Thieves looking really good, starting things off here. And we can see already.
It's not really a paste. It's like a sauce.
For River, that has done a lot of additional power to that ulti. And you get the move speed, you get the attack speed, really kind of ramps you up there. These are the two most common, you know, is this and Strikebreaker are the two different kind of like thought processes I generally see people going for these days. But it does feel like
For my camera, I use a Sony Alpha 6000.
Even though it is such a niche item, like it only really works for
and
a
a
couple
blue
champions.
bird for
I'm seeing it
my
pop up a little bit more here and there.
It reminds me a lot, for people who've been playing for a lot longer of a time in League of Legends, old Hextech Gunblade.
Yeah.
It worked for 3 champions in the entire game. Like old Akali loved it, Katarina loved it, Kayle loved it. Nobody else cared about the thing practically at all.
Yeah.
But those 3 champions loved it. And Hexblade kind of has that exact same type of vibe. Nocturne being one of the ones who gets so much value there. As bottom lane, 100 Thieves going in, trying to put the last little bit of damage here onto this tier 1 turret. Meanwhile, Team Liquid ready to reinforce. River trying to get away now from Umpty. Nice use of the spell shield there to block the second half of the Sejuani W. Impact's got to be careful. A lot of pressure
Another
onto him
thing?
underneath the tier 1 turret. But Umpty and Core are ready to go. FBI gets caught out by the Sejuani ulti.
Okay, both
But he wants it
ultis
on
wasted.
purpose. He has the cleanse. He can
comes
immediately
Nico.
deny it. But immediately from behind the enemy lines, it's APA ready to go. Pop Blossom finds 2, but he's got to be careful. He's stuck on the front line, and Sniper's already killed him. Impact wants to turn around, but Impact's now in serious
Impact gotta
danger
run,
himself. Sniper wanted to flash forward to find another kill, but he ain't gonna get it. 100 Thieves
Nice
trying to be
ulti.
careful, fully disengaged, but Sniper's caught out. No
Can we
escape
finish?
mechanisms left, and a
Nice.
little bit more damage goes through.
One thing to
Team
remember
Liquid,
here
13 minutes in,
is
finally on the
Core
board. It's a
JJ is a
1-for-1
Zyra main.
Yeah, solid flank there from APA. Had the deep
Core
teleport, and
JJ
the ulti
loves
ends up getting
Zyra, one of
free
his
up because
favorite
even
camps.
River was
So
ulting in, and
I
then
love
got
to see
Quinn into
him
trouble here.
on
Ulti is gonna
Zyra
look,
because
and you
I feel like
can't
we
disrespect
don't
the
really
Zyra
get to see
damage too
Zyra
much.
support anymore.
Is going to be rushing towards that lead.
We see a lot of Zyra jungle, but not support.
Zazax. I like it. Yeah, the support items have such wacky names.
Yeah, I mean, that's how you say it, right? Zazax?
Zazax. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. It just sounds wacky because you almost never see it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The good
I'm
old
rooting for
ZZ Rod,
Team Liquid.
Spiritual successor.
There you go. We'll see this one more time. The cleanse forced out there on FBI, and then it was just
I
all
agree,
about how
L.
successful is this flank going to be. The lights get turned out, so they can't really coordinate as well. But yep, hits it on Sniper. And the damage even going to be landing there on Nocturne as they arrive. Core has a really nice follow-up out of the brush. Wasn't really spotted and was able to get a ton of damage down. And then as Impact is flashing away, Sniper looked for the flash follow, but because he
I
couldn't
don't like the
actually
fact that the
connect on
team
him, he
colors
gets
on the
tagged by
banners
Chains of
don't
Corruption.
match the
He gets
colors in
rooted out
games.
of that. That's what I'm talking about with the follow-up CC. If one thing hits, the rest is going to follow, and you don't really have a way out. A great
They got
kill there
banners in
for
game?
TL, but 100 Thieves still looking strong in this one, and we'll see where this next Nocturne ult is used. They are heading
Are you talking about the
towards top, and there is
sponsored
no
banners?
Tier 1. Can he shockwave it?
Yes, he can. Impact is stopped in his tracks as Ayla and Quid will now look for the rest of the health bar. They got River coming up just to guarantee it. Throws out that little bit of a Nocturne Q for the assist to help Quid out, as Quid needs some more damage to deal with the crop.
I would have loved that.
Easy enough for 100 Thieves up.
I would have loved that from
They're
Impact.
looking a really, really good APA, trying to play through side lanes. That is such a core component of TL's success when they're playing at their best, is how APA manages side lanes. Plays a lot of champions that can be very successful there. He always wants to put pressure on these towers, and we can see River very successful in his career on Nocturne. 9-3 on the
River's
pick.
not a bad jungler.
Has really been a
You kind of gotta have respect on his
Nocturne
name.
is more one of those niche champions that you don't just kind of spam. It's more when the draft fits it, but has been great when the moment called for it.
And I feel like Oriana's such a good buddy for him too, because of that combo that we talk about.
It's like you and me.
I see what you're saying.
And like yawn and glasses.
There you
It's
go.
because Team Liquid is on red side
It all comes back.
and 100 Thieves is on blue side. I see what you're saying. Yeah, they are kind of
That's
flopped.
why we're the good duo, because I brought it back for you. You said you were done,
You
but
know I wanted to say it,
I
yeah.
knew you were ready to keep going. I knew that we were able.
Oh my gosh,
to
Aaron, I wish
Appreciate that.
I wish they would stop playing him, but he's such a safe blind pick.
16 minutes into the game, Rift Herald
top laner.
spawn, and it's 100 Thieves controlling the top side river.
Yep, and they have a lot of these big one-item power spikes. Blade of the Rune King, obviously huge for FBI on the Callista. We have that Seraph's about to be fully stacked for Quid, which is going to feel nice. Obviously, knowing there's so
I
much
see what you're
upfront
saying
burst
going.
coming through from this TL comp. We obviously have the Eclipse, we have the Hexblade, so they are looking strong, and I do think this is going to be a really tough fight for TL to look towards. In general, their comp is going to function around softening up targets first, then hard engaging. It's going to be pretty reliant, I think, on Kenyon and Core, land some poke, chip people down, then you find the ability for APA to flash in, or Impact to find an angle, or UMT to go, and you try to kill them from there. You don't necessarily want that 100-0 fight, otherwise I do think there's a really high risk
80
of TL's
million
comp
objectives.
using a lot of damage up front, not having quite enough to finish them off, and then all of a sudden, all these champions that have high consistent
Okay, so we'll
damage
be
on the
seeing who
100D
gets
side
the feats
can really start to run over a
at
fight.
Dragon.
Well, right now, Impact just going to make sure that that wave gets pushed up here in the bottom lane. Team Liquid just farming it out. They've only still got that one turret claimed down in the bottom lane, but 100 Thieves still only has the one they've claimed in the top side, so no super explosiveness from either team just yet here, as Ayla does potentially get caught out there by UMT, but honestly, despite the fact that Team Liquid committed
I mean, we got his heal. Really would have loved his flash there, but we'll take his heal.
Use the
He
self-foot
can't
kills
heal
as
his
well,
team
so they're
now.
going to be getting that on cooldown. And Mikhail's becoming more and more popular of a rush item. Talk about how Busio does this a lot. I think it is so powerful, so effective. It's Sejuani, it's a root, it's a flash Renekton stun that is instantly removed and countered
Hi,
by
Romeo,
this item.
and no, they did
It just
not.
has so much power, especially when your opponents are really kind of low on that hard engage and so reliant on a stun to make
Yeah,
them
they're not
happen.
aggressive enough to do autocon on,
Here in the
on
bottom
spawn.
lane, loses a ton of HP in the process. Herald's finally taken down, but now River jumps in with a knockwave, and they found their way into the back line. They already killed Core JJ, who has no Strangle Thorns to protect himself, but River is hit by the Chains of Corruption. Impact wants a little bit more damage. One last hit might take him down, but no, that's even bigger than it originally looks, because it means there's no reset on the bailout. There's no way to keep River alive on that one. So Team Liquid, despite getting a 2-for-1, still loses out on the trade, as 100 Thieves have the tier 2 turret. Now APA with a deep TP like you're talking about, looking for that long cutoff for the 100 Thieves escape
I think they
route.
know.
But Yon's got to be careful. Ayla, Sniper, and FBI still thinking about having to maybe fight this.
He can come in with the.
FBI right behind
He can come in with the minion wave.
Sejuani. APA's finally found the back line here, but FBI pulls his support back over to safety. Team Liquid going after the bottom lane duo, 100 Thieves now. APA not a lot of value there out of the Pop Blossom. Impact still ready.
FBI.
He takes down APA, but he can't bail himself out from that one. It's a bloodbath in bot lane.
It is an absolute bloodbath, but TL the ones that get the bigger advantage, closing that gold lead a fair bit. Really good job by UMT and Yon
Okay,
of keeping
yes,
of not
that was a
allowing them to fully
throw
escape,
because
but
he
not
just gave over his
overchasing and allowing
shutdown.
easy hard
But
engage
like the fact that he has that type of damage.
For APA to teleport back in, for
Whoa.
Impact to heal back up and just run down there. He didn't even use
Tim,
the
you should make
teleport,
yourself a
and
fresh
that does
bruschetta
close
sometime
the
and
gap.
toast a
We'll
baguette
see,
with
though, if
pieces of
100
olive
Thieves can
oil.
be
You will
first
go to
in this
heaven.
next draft,
I
it's gonna be a
definitely want to
critical
do
one.
that.
Otacon, of course,
I
coming
want
up
to
pretty soon,
decide on
but that
2
third
recipes to
dragon will
make
be massive.
this
When you
week.
check it out in the Kia
One
replay here
Italian,
one
but I
more
don't
time. This is
know.
after the initial fight.
Like, yeah, I want to do that. One Italian, but I don't know what cuisine I want the other one to be.
Is still safe. Impact arrives.
Because yeah, I'd love to do like a fresh bruschetta, a little garlic bread or toast, and then some type of like pasta, I
Real
guess.
option is to just try to turn and fight his way out.
And as we jump back into live, we've got another attempt from the Orianna Nocturne. Going after Impact this time. TL's got a lot of backup coming in to support the Croc as the damage is enough and they kill off Quid first. Impact still standing, but River finally finishes the job. Sniper wanted to make his way into the fight, but now he's in danger.
The fact that Sniper just like dashed 19 times, but still died.
It ends up getting even more. It locks up Ayla as Sniper dies to the damage over time.
Period.
100 Thieves overplay their hand,
Period,
looking
ho.
for the Renekton, and they lose 3-1.
Yeah, they spent so much trying to take down that Renekton, and not everyone was really in place to follow up. I don't think they expected.
I guess we could do a cooking stream this week.
So now it's going to be
We can do one of the things on stream.
What was looking really
Thank
good
you, Romeo. It's super old,
it's now going to be Soul Point
and I need to get another one, but I don't think they sell it anymore. I bought it like 5 years ago.
Tough to deal with.
Remember in game number 1,
Keep throwing 100 Thieves, right?
so far behind,
Lemon potatoes go hard. Okay, that sounds good. What type of like entree?
Seconds off of the Drake. It was 20 seconds off of Otacon. All they end up getting is the kills. Now here in game number 2, it's the other way around, but TL gets Otacon and a dragon as the prize.
And just watch how quickly TL is actually
Thank you,
collapsing. All four
Romeo.
members instantly were
That's
running
so
down
sweet,
here.
and thank you for the
Well,
follow.
It wasn't really clear that there was going to be that full fight on the 100 Thieves side. You can see the teleport comes in pretty late from Sniper, and by the time he arrives, it's all TL around him. Literally 4 members there sitting around him. They just CC him up. He gets rooted. He gets stunned.
Look at this dash. 1, 2, 3, 4.
The burn coming through from
Insane.
that plant in that tri-brush. He's able to hit him with the final auto, burn him down, uses that bailout, can't survive.
Skewers.
Ayla goes down as well. That is heartbreak 400 Thieves after
Wait,
losing
babe.
game number 1 and being
You just
in
made
such
a
good
whole
spot in
meal.
game
Hold
number
on.
2.
Let me write
TL
that
just coming
down.
up massive, and you can look at the team fight damage. You know, FBI just wasn't there, right? And
You know what? I don't even need to write it.
And
Copy.
instantly has to run. It's going to be a
Paste.
TL1 fight.
That's a,
Why, thank you.
2968 prescription right there for the sharpshooter on Team
Yeah,
Liquid.
TL.
He is looking good as now they've got the false life on everybody. The gold lead that we were praising for 100 Thieves that was 2,000
This is the best of 5.
6 minutes ago is now
No, streaming
nothing,
is my
as Team
job.
Liquid has closed the gap. They're on Soul Point, and 100 Thieves are now charged with the responsibility of defending against
That's what we like to
TL
hear.
aggro. Sniper was answering Impact down there in the bottom lane, but now he's cheating up towards mid. 100 Thieves is all about that go button with the Nocturne. Orianna nicely used their APA, taking the clone, using that to face check the brush, making sure nobody has to walk into a bad handshake.
And Jan is just fed again. This guy just always seems to find a way
Typical.
to get the kills, to get the gold, to be positioned in the right place, right time. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go towards an Edge of Night or something, a little bit defensive to try to deal with this hard combo that's going to be coming for him.
We
And
knew.
Corgi Day, you can see he's going to be building towards the Seekers, has that armor that is going to be part of that, building eventually towards the Zonias, but he already
I've been streaming for 5 years now. Holy freaking moly.
I was thinking the same thing. I think,
Wow.
oh, maybe they walk up, maybe they commit Sejuani.
I saw you go to your casting pose, so I stopped talking.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta get ready in case it just turns
He
into
has a
something
specific
crazy.
casting pose.
In case it goes crazy, man, I gotta be ready. It's
Yeah,
almost
Oh my
like
God,
the,
Fury
There was
Brigade.
no flame there.
the breath flow or
Exactly.
whatever. I don't even know the right
It's about the
terminology.
aerodynamics.
It's,
I'll copy
honestly,
paste
it's
that
all
too.
vibes. I have no idea about the science behind any
The
of it.
frick
but
you mean a
check in with
lemon
the
cake
rocket
with a
surgeon.
strawberry reduction and cream cheese frosting. Period.
Here. We need to see
Period.
the right way to do it. And honestly, Team Liquid has been finding the right way to respond.
No, that
to an
sounds
early game that was
amazing.
really going 100 Thieves way. 100 Thieves now, they still have a lot of tools in the kit though, right? You're seeing second items online for pretty much everybody. Storm Surge on the Orianna for the extra burst. Spear of Shojin on Ambessa to create just a very, very balanced experience dealing with her in a side lane situation. Then you've also got the Stride Breaker on Nocturne. I'd like how you already mentioned that versus Hexplate being like the two sort of roads you can travel on the champion.
Yeah.
But whichever road you don't travel, you kind of just go back and walk down at
Why
any
not
second.
both? Exactly. Grab it up. And does have those CDR boots now, so being able to try to
Do I
reduce
feel like
that
I put up
cooldown
a
on
different
the ulti as much as
personality
he
when
possibly can.
streaming?
It's now down to just
Not
over a minute,
necessarily.
69-second cooldown there. So
I do think on stream I talk a lot, and so when I'm off stream, like on a stream day, I like to not talk. But when I'm out, like at a social function, this is definitely me.
Team Liquid did not want to get themselves into a bad fight, into a fight that APA wouldn't be able to join until it was already over. As the piercing arrow, just not quite enough distance there to find Quid. 100 Thieves doing a good job minding their spacing.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the piercing arrow. Oh, they're gonna go in.
No, literally, man.
Let's see what we got here. Immediate jump coming out from the Nocturne. Oriana Wombo combo into the back line goes. Rivery takes down Yon, but it's a 1-for-1 trade. And Sniper makes it a 2-for-1. And Core JJ is shut down. Now about to fall too. Sniper hits his mark.
And lives.
APA need to clean him up a little bit here.
Come on, APA. Come on, Impact. Nah, that FBI is a menace. That FBI is a menace. Y'all gotta run.
Is ready to keep on jumping towards him. Nice strangle barbs there to lock up FBI and make sure that he can't go any further. Sniper being able to reinforce, like you say, means TL can't look for any more. 100 Thieves win the scrap, 3-2.
Yeah, really good awareness there from TL to not actually stay too far forward, because if they do at all, they will
Was
get
the
TP'd
lemon spud good?
Sniper base was looking for it, and that initial punch from the Knockwave are really strong.
My team is full of crackheads. That's a good thing in my opinion.
Even overall. And now the big concern is, will you have all your cooldowns for this next fight? Because this is Soul coming up here for TL in 20 seconds. There's going to be no summoners at all in the bot lane, no flash on Sniper. Yes, there's some missing summoners over on the other side as well. So we'll have to see who can take the most advantage of that, who can find that angle to punish these missing resources.
These damn Ocean Souls, man, they're putting the pressure on 100 Thieves so far in the first couple games of the finals, but we'll see if the Thieves can rally and defend in this one. APA continue to use that clone for scouting purposes. Send it up the ramp, get an idea where 100 Thieves are at. River hanging out in the brush, trying to contest this, wants to fight Umpty on the smite. Team Liquid does not want to overcommit to the objective. One piercing arrow from Yon has already hit FBI, but it's not that big of a deal. The Dragon,
no, like FBI is scary.
Team Liquid still looking to potentially secure themselves a massive power spike here with the Ocean Soul. Ayla on the flank.
Technically TL is the underdog.
Massive ulti could really be the difference maker here, as Sniper's down to half HP, the Dragon down to below 3,000. Surely the smite fight's gonna go all out now, as it's stolen away by 100 Thieves. River making the difference on that one, as Umpty is about to die. The hostile takeover flying into the back line as River takes down Umpty. Sniper's fighting for his life, but he's winning for now. Finally drops.
Period, ho. Are we surprised about the Dragon? Let's keep it a buck.
Team Liquid does not have the ability to catch up. Yes, they win 2-for-1 in kills, but critical.
Hey, check that bush. Check that bush.
Tries to pop APA. Beautifully done to make that one a 1-for-1 with mid laners.
Oh, they're dead. They're dead. No. Yeah, y'all trolled. Why didn't y'all run? Y'all were literally out. Y'all were literally out. Take the Dragon at this point, ho. What? Take the Dragon.
This is really tough. You can see impact.
What were no, holy. Come here.
Then Ayla comes in with the hostile takeover.
Holy, come here. Come to the front real quick. Genuinely from the bottom of my freaking heart. What the frick were they doing right here? Why are they not just running? Why are they not walking back to base? Right here. Right here. Okay, they get APA. Still, walk to your base.
Chance of being able to win out in this fight. Even if you dodge on the skill shots, they're so low on health that I think they kind of overstayed their welcome in this spot, and they get punished for it.
Ew. What?
I see what they wanted to go for.
No, literally, Bang. They're playing like Bailout is a guardian angel. They're playing like Bailout is like a zillion ult.
Exactly like you say. The deck was just too far stacked against them. Now Team Liquid
and they playing like it's got a cooldown of 15 seconds.
Has been meaningful either way.
No.
What, 10 minutes? But now River's ready to go with an Knockwave. Yon.
Period, Yun. Period, Yun. Period, APA. And what is that doing, Ayla? Who that hit? Who that hit?
It just creates space for River to try to run.
Yep, get in there, auntie.
As FBI needs to escape, but the
beautiful knock up from the core JJ.
The assignment. He buys the item that fully
and that's Baron.
mid-jungle combo of 100
And that's Baron. What is bailout? That's the
It does. I mean,
that's the Renata skill where if you get a kill when you die, you get to live.
And there's a Zonia's on Core JJ. There's just no one to use the combo on any longer, and it feels like TL.
Okay, apparently they don't know how to press tab and look at items.
That one punch that you're going for with this combo is just not.
I'm gonna start buying Zonias as the ADC, and there's a Nocturne on the enemy team.
And it's going to be a full core press to try to knock
but
down some of these
I don't even think, Holy, I don't even think that's a 100 Thieves problem. I just think Yun is so good at League of Legends.
That this was actually there, that they had it.
This is the second game. This is a best of 5. I just think Yun is just better at League of Legends. I think that's just the T. I think that's just the TLDR. I think that's the synopsis. I think that's just the summary.
And I feel like so many times
Bro's better for buying a mage item on an ADC. No, bro is better by being 2 levels up of your ADC. Bro is better by having a 254 gold bounty. Bro is better by having at least double, maybe even triple the KP of your ADC. Bro is better by having only 1 death when yours has 3. I think the list can continuously go on. However, I do believe maybe yes, that might be one thing that leads to Yun being better. But I don't know. That's just me. I'd love to hear your rebuttal.
138 kills. They are just going at each other time and time again.
I'd love to hear your response.
This one, not even 31 minutes in, so definitely has been pretty action.
But how can he be the best when you're right here? Oh,
you're so far down. And your combo just feels so
you're so sweet.
By the item purchases.
He's got a 14 KP. Wow, FBI is sitting on 5.
Has his full Zonias, and that's going to make it tough. They're going for the deep.
Do you think ADCs can be win cons besides being the carry and damage of the team? My boyfriend and I was doing on ranked and said that I can be the carry and damage the team, but said I can't be the win con to turn the game around. Here's my question. I think you can be the win con. Like a late game hyperscaler like Jinx can definitely be the win con. Don't worry, the reverse sweep is coming. Alright now. No, Team Liquid won game 1. Oh, period. Thank you. Haha, nice one.
To be open as well. TL looking to put themselves here to match point soon.
Only a Callista and a Nocturne to try to
let's go Liquid. Let's go Yun. Let's go Core JJ. Let's go AP8. Let's go Impact.
In a safer way.
Exactly. They're just going to try to play disciplined. They have a lot of gold in pocket. Yon is sitting on 3,000 gold right now, nearly 2,000 in mid lane, 1,600 gold for Impact as well. So they say, you know what?
That's so sweet.
Yeah, we have a big gold lead. Actually, that entire gold lead is not spent right now. They would have 100 Thieves really long, so why risk it? Go get Soul. That's going to be another, say, 4,000 gold worth of combat stats. Go back to base, spend the 6.
How many games do they have to win this time? 3.
Right now, and then march down and finish it off. Because Yon should have his full Zonias, I would think, after that fight. We can watch it one more time. I just don't think he had.
Things were looking really iffy, but I think they have realized how to deal with the Nocturne Orianna. Like everybody just has Zonias and is Zonya-ing the Nocturne ulti. Yeah, everybody's just like Zonya-ing.
Towards Core as well. Yon had repositioned his away from him, so he couldn't actually find him. That gets wasted. They chase down Sniper. They kill him off. They get Soul, and they are now so far ahead.
Watch Zonya's be removed next patch. Hey, I would not be complaining. No, because Varus is gonna buy like a full Zonya's though. That's the crazy part.
Extra pain to his arsenal. And you know what? Yon's scoreline of 8-1-9. That is 17 out of 20 kill participation. 85% KP on him. Looks really good unless you compare it to Core JJ, who's at 90% KP on the Zyra.
That's insane.
The Team Liquid bottom lane duo. Really
support, by the way.
Playing a massive role.
Did you get any merch from the team that you're rooting for? I have. They actually send me merch every time they have a merch drop. They're actually so sweet. And
Team Liquid, but he doesn't have the damage here just yet. TL scrambling to keep Yon alive. A little bit more pressure from Sniper might be enough.
They did a Demon Slayer drop, and you know how I call myself Nezuko on Vayne? They sent me a Nezuko keyboard and a mouse pad and a shirt and a tumbler.
Have to try to get out. The piercing arrow connects onto Quid, but it isn't enough. Sniper ready to try to get back over the wall here. Does not want to continue dealing with Umpty.
It's the FF for me.
And 100 Thieves have
for me.
APA on an impact, still in the enemy base. Quid, Ayla, and River need to try to defend this. APA is not going to hit anybody here with his root. The first Nexus turret about to fall, but still
oh, Ayla, baby, Ayla. You know, I respect the one last desperate play.
Team Liquid is ready to go.
But that was crazy. That flash with holy.
Turn this game around. 100 Thieves has no way to
that was crazy.
As River jumps into the back yet again.
Like if you gonna do that, at least land it.
Nothing. TL coming back in a 35-minute game to take us to match point.
It's been all
like at least land it.
Really showcasing their strength. Some great early moments from 100 Thieves put them in a position where you thought, hey, maybe.
Now Sniper said it was gonna be a fast emphasis on fast 3-0.
Was actually brilliant. The itemization
it might be
so hard for them to ever find a combo.
Nicely done in the early game from 100 Thieves, but Team Liquid showing again they got what it takes to bring it back. And now we're gonna break down this week's Pagoda moment.
Oh, they look sad. Okay, I want them to win at least one, bro. I want them to win at least. I want them to win this next one, bro. I don't want them to go out sad like this, bro. Because this is what happened in semifinals last year. So last year it was top 3 were 100 Thieves, FlyQuest, and Team Liquid, right? And 100 Thieves had to fight FlyQuest for the slot in finals. And like 100 Thieves wasn't horrible, but when they showed up to semifinals, when I tell y'all the display of game quality was so donkey dookie booty cheeks, I'm so for real. Like it wasn't. Oh, okay, Darius.
From them in the mid game, and now we're heading back over to the LTA.
Hey, Dare.
Yeah, it's a party over here.
Oh, the Katarina!
What a game!
And she looks amazing.
That's the game that delivered. That was an exciting game, Raz.
No shade, no harm, no foul. Zoom in on the cat. That's all I want to see right now. She is all I want to see.
Game was a lot about Yon and Core JJ stopping the dive of the Nocturne Orb. Because at the start of the game, Lickers, 100 Thieves did have the lead.
Yeah, no, the game looked like an amazing spot for 100 Thieves, but like this engage here, it just looked like they started overcommitting, and then TL just kind of ran away.
Yeah,
with
I think they're at the main.
It was like 2 bad fights, and then TL was in full control after that.
Yeah, there were those multiple fights that preceded this too, with the really deep TP wards that they did not see APA coming in on the flank. And before this,
yeah, nothing special.
There he is. And that was like a big difference maker, right? Because that happened in bot lane several times where they would overextend, not have their flanks warded, and this is exactly how TL got back in the game.
Small thing about this as well, this is the second time Team Liquid let Kalista through, something everybody else in the LTA has been banning, and were able to beat it. They didn't let it get ahead through good lane swapping, and then they've
I'm sorry, I would like to see the
It was looking great for FBI.
I would like to see the Katarina now.
That they got the 2 kills that happened.
All right, get in cosplay. Just stand there. Odo, thank you so much for the 2 months of support. I hope you're having a beautiful day today. Filled with nothing but sunshine and rainbows. That's pretty cool, though.
And this is one of the fights Liquors was talking about where 100 Thieves overcommitted, probably on the wrong target. Going on the Renekton early made it really easy for Yon and Core JJ to get work done. And then the
fact that they're there in cosplay and they look really good, I do have to assume that they invited them and probably are paying them to be there.
JJ, and like he brought back the stopwatch here too. And I think this was kind of like the fight that was like 100 Thieves.
Oh, you think they picked them out?
I didn't think they had any way to come back.
There's no stands though, because that's in LA. Where Raz and them are. That's LA, and they're having like a what do they call it? A tailgate today.
It's another like key usage of the champion's ult that I think is really cool.
Yeah, around the base gate where he was able to just like have a huge Nico ultimate, all the control that Team Liquid got, the Otacon that they picked up, they just ran straight through the enemy red side jungle, place down the controller. It was really difficult
she
for 100 Thieves
fine.
to be able to get anything off that.
She fine.
Going back to the stopwatch, I was like, I know you guys were talking about whether they were getting at Zonias or something. Because that was their composition.
fine.
The moment they couldn't get any damage off on the back line, it felt really difficult for 100.
Yeah, and I'm wondering where 100 goes from here, because we were joking in the back about as soon as Spawn arrives, they throw Umpty back onto Maokai Sejuani, where they just dominated all of summer, and we couldn't figure out why they weren't playing it in 2025. But now those two are gone, Ziggs is gone, the Nico's gone, so they're gonna. Team Liquid probably has a couple more games with still comfort champions. Then it might get interesting if it goes.
Darius is like, huh.
The draft is going to be interesting. Like the fact that Skarner was also
I really
taken
am
away
just
from
standing
Fearless,
here.
This is where, like, even though we're going into game
The wig
3
is
and I hope that
late.
we push into 4 and 5, like getting to see more of the champion pool, and if Team Liquid can like stay.
Yeah, this is
firm
Fearless,
around their
Romeo.
team fighting. That is what I'm going to be interested in. But 100 Thieves has to fight back. Like, they have to.
They have to fight back.
We also have a really popular co-streamer, Bayano, joining us, I believe, from Brazil, from Sao Paulo.
Ooh, where's he showing up?
Hey, how's it going?
Hello, guys.
Hey, how do you feel like the rest of the series is going to go, or what have you seen so far that stood out?
Oh, I'm not sure about 100 Thieves. Maybe they're mental boom now. But let's see. Let's see.
Question that I have for you is just like, is basically going into this one, what do you think 100 Thieves needs to do to bring this one back in?
I think they need Sniper playing better, maybe FBI. This game playing Kalista was not that good. So I'm not sure, man.
I thought his Kalista was good.
3-0, 3-0 here.
Confidence. I'm hearing confidence.
I think his Kalista was good.
With what you thought was going to happen before the series, what's been different than you've expected so far?
I think now it's too easy for Liquid. Maybe here in Brazil about the scrims, a lot of people and pro players were talking like Liquid was not too good on scrims, but maybe they can be the champion now, so I'm not sure what's going on. But, oh my God, look these guys here. Oh my God. So, yeah, I'm not sure about 100 Thieves. Like, maybe try to pick something better on bot lane or something like that. Not sure.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. Oh, Emily?
In watching, like, all of the split, was this the expected result you thought, or who did you think was going to take the split? Because you co-stream LTA North really frequently.
Yeah, for me, FlyQuest was the best team. I was talking to people right now, like, people, what happened, man? Like, FlyQuest looked like so way ahead on the other teams.
Yeah.
But I don't know, they just played bad yesterday. And now, like I said, Liquid was playing really bad, the scrims here in Brazil. So, and now they can be the champions. So, yeah, it's really different.
Yeah, Bayano, Kangas actually has one more question for you before we let you go.
Yeah, Bayano,
Correct.
the crowd's been amazing in Brazil. We have a crowd live here, and I wanted to ask, can you teach our crowd something? Yeah, crowd, make some noise, by the way. This is what we got.
Oh, there's a lot of people there. Oh, my God.
Wow. There's a lot of people there.
Can you teach our crowd some of your chants? I've heard a lot of fun ones. There's a lot of clapping going on. Do you have anything ready for us? Oh, I don't know if you can hear us. All right.
He's asking if you can teach if you can teach our fans any chants that you'd have ready.
I don't have nothing ready. Do you know?
I don't know ready if they have something ready.
I think the difference is that atmosphere, you know, so people here screaming a lot. Like 90% of the people is cheering for Liquid today, so.
I think you can ask Weipo.
Okay.
You know what? Here's what I'll say. Let's show them back in Brazil one of our traditions, because you know that we have the bucket, right? Does anybody want the bucket? Is it time? I think it's time. Let's see who's going to make the most noise. Bucket! Bucket!
He said, I will not be teaching you a chant. He said, I do not have the time to teach you a chant. I just want to say, I know that guy. Okay. The only reason I know that guy is that man is at every Team Liquid game. I've sat next to him several times. He is at every Team Liquid game. He is such a dedicated fan. That is the only way I know him. I've seen him every time there has been a Team Liquid game.
Red Bull gives you wings.
AT&T has a new guarantee.
Super fan.
Are not guaranteed.
I'm gonna have to ask that man his name.
Really, Brenda?
Next time I see him.
When they say,
I'm on my way.
no way. Pretty blue, though. Or a fun night at the movies. Yeah, that's not guaranteed.
Yo, hold on. Let me put you on speakerphone.
You know what AT&T guarantees?
With the buckets.
The deals you want.
Yeah, I think they've started making tiny buckets to sell.
That's the AT&T guarantee.
Thank you, Death Ray. So sweet.
Not trapped at a desk in one
All right, let's turn on some what song shall we listen to? I want to listen to some Chromacopia. This isn't what I said. Here we go. Who do you think will be ADC's next match? So I'm kind of rooting for 100 Thieves in this next match. I don't want 100 Thieves to go out sad the way they are low-key going out sad right now. So I do think I want 100 Thieves to win the next game. I hope to see a Draven or Samira game from Yun, because I know he'll absolutely annihilate, and that's what I'm here for. The buckets is insane. Does the poster in the back say Faker Daddy? Maybe. Maybe it does. And what about it? And what about it? Fabio, thank you for the follow. Yeah, it feels very 3-0. It feels very 3-0 today. Oh. Oh. Inside, can you feel the fire? This is not the 100 Thieves I saw that went against FlyQuest. No, truly. Maybe in the first game, yes, but in the second game, they showed up and showed out. Fire. Hey, hey. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, hold on one second. All right. They're in Champion Select, but the people are not back. Faker on speed dial. Yeah. It was Faker. It was Faker. It was Faker. It was Faker real quick. Can you feel the light inside? Can you feel that fire? Dude, I would actually go back and watch that concert again.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the LTA Finals. We are already into the draft here for game number 3. Let's go ahead and
okay, Yonan Kaisa.
Talia and Cassiopeia banned out by 100 Thieves who are
Misfortune is open. Who else? I feel like we'll see Misfortune here. Zaya. Holy, I swear we twins up until the point when it comes to selecting LTA teams. What is up with that?
So the last draft,
yeah, no, he was like, hey, babe, I miss you. I want to give you a kiss on your forehead. And I was like, oh my gosh, babe, you know LTA Finals is today. And he was like, I know, but I just couldn't stand not hearing your voice. And I was like, just tune into the stream then, stupid. And he was like, you're so funny. I want to see you later today. And I was like, okay, well, I think the games are about to end, so we can meet up after. So that's all that happened.
The quickness, and then press E on Zaya. Whoever is in Zaya's auto attack range will probably die.
Yeah, and I mean,
That's it.
We already saw, obviously, Ezreal was played earlier, so it's like there's
We
the two
beat the Lulu up in this house.
Right? It's Zaya, it's Ezreal. Zaya is going to be up and available. Now, from this point, we're obviously assuming.
So when are we meeting again? Hopefully at the next finals. I plan to go to MSI. I'm currently planning on being in Vancouver. So we shall see if that works. Oh, she writes self-insert fan fiction. Oh. I don't think he does talk that much. He does. Once he gets comfortable with you, he's a yapper. Oh my gosh, we'll yap your ear off. And I'm like, we'll just be sitting and he'll just be talking. I'm like, babe, can you shut up for 5 seconds, take a deep breath?
Forces Zinzao to stay in the fight without committing to it.
But you know,
movement loses a lot of value because if Zai can actually walk in and
I was playing Minecraft Dungeons and all I could think was Nezuko on Vayne because I was kiting. I'll tag you in Twitter, slay, and do. And do. Okay, enjoy the fantasy. Thank you. Thank you.
No, I agree with you 100%. Unfortunately, what you missed is that 100 Thieves was locked banning Rumble on blue side this series. No, 100%. It's something that I think that one of the reasons why they're choosing blue side every game is so they have that extra ban and keep slamming it on the Rumble so they don't have to worry about it at all. But I think the Galio ban is just simply Galio Rise Out just means he wants to play something like a control mage, something scaling that works in Zinzao. And then they go for a last pick top lane to make sure the game is stable. I actually think they're going to prioritize trying to get Jax here maybe, as a lot of teams when they have Kaisa versus Zaya or these kind of matchups, they like the lane swap and put those short range carries into a comfortable position, which is exactly what they decided to do, huh? Look at that.
It's almost like he plays this game or something. It's
almost like this dude spends a lot of time thinking about and playing League of Legends.
You should play League of Legends for a job.
As the Jax. I lost it today, but yesterday I was still kicking. You got me.
Oh man. How did you feel? Because you brought out the Garen.
I think it's gonna be Pantheon Jungle.
So covering actually a lot of your specials.
Mel is indeed open, but I don't think anybody's gonna play it here. I don't think APA got it like that. No shade. Okay, I know I say shady things, but it's not meant to be shady. I'm just telling the truth. I'm just calling it like I see it. I'm just speaking it how it is. No shade to APA, but he ain't got Mel like that. Like he ain't got it like that. Quid, I also don't think he got it like that. Quad got it like that. He played Mel, he ate down. But APA, he got his tried and true hoes and he stick to them. There's nothing wrong with that. I respect it. You know what I'm saying?
How much freedom the Pantheon will have to play on the side lanes. I think that Aurelion Sol is a huge target for Victor, Pantheon.
Quid Def got it like that. His champ pool is deep. Not deep enough.
Chaos Storm will not silence you, but it will interrupt you if you are channeling your.
Because I don't think he got it like that.
So, with that reasoning, I think the side lane will be where 100 Thieves has the most comfortable position, because I think an all-out full frontal team fight with Aurelion Sol's mega ultimate.
The ASOL game is crazy. Didn't they ban it earlier?
All right, as the draft wraps up, I'm going to hit you with the same question I hit you with last time. Who won this draft?
Who won this draft? Honestly, I think both drafts are pretty 50-50.
I am not good at TFTs, so I don't know about that one.
Rounded drafts, nothing special or crazy going on. I don't think any team has a particular lead in the lane swap. However, I do think TL is the better team fighting team, and ultimately, I don't know if 100 Thieves will be able to
inside, can you feel that fire?
It's so interesting to me because TL told me that 100 Thieves is the best team fighting team in the league.
There you go.
Well, we're about to find the answers out here for ourselves. Thank you very much, Whippo, once again. Thank you very much. Appreciate your insights into the game, into the draft.
All right, man.
Pull it off. We'll be happy to have you
this could very well be the very last game of League of Legends that we see today. Right now, we are in a best-of-5 series. However, Team Liquid Honda has had an exceptional display of skill, securing the first 2 wins and possibly setting themselves up to take this third, clearing out the series and becoming the first ever LTA champions. 100 Thieves definitely has something to prove after they not only dropped the ball last season in semifinals, not even making it to finals, but they've clawed their way back with this team here in finals. They dropped game 1. It was astronomically horrible. Game 2, they looked a little bit better, but ended up throwing. Maybe third time is the time for them. Here we go, game 3. Let's see who wins. Whose comp looks better? Personally, I feel like Team Liquid's comp is better. Not gonna cap. Nah, we got 2 more after this. Let's see, Bookie Boo.
About being here to coach TL in person.
So I would like to know what do you think about coaching remotely versus coaching in person?
Yeah, I mean, in an ideal world, coaches wouldn't be remote, right? So I think that honestly, it kind of sucks to coach remotely, but I feel like I can still have really positive impact on the team, which is
they played this yesterday.
In Australia, I've got 2 beautiful boys, loving partner, so I like to be home and to be able to spend some time with them. And now that it's business time, I jump on a plane, come over and try and win a tournament.
Would you like being a League of Legends esports commentator?
Thank you to Spawn, and thank you to Dude for doing the interview,
yes.
showing up. Spawn,
I've been on LCS a couple of times, but I'd love to go back.
It's just the Spawn diff.
80% win rates.
Hello, Andreas. How are you doing?
They were a team that people were not expecting a tremendous amount of in the top 4 because they were the only team to drop a game against.
I like Zen more than Panth Jungle.
And they struggle a little bit more than we.
I just feel like Zen will have more of an impact late game.
In the LTA regular split.
I think Jax is good all around, point blank period.
These standard lanes definitely.
Ornn is nice. I do like Ornn from the standpoint of an ADC. But even though he's going to be so tanky and he does provide some CC, they have Core JJ, who is the CC king. Yun scales immaculately. APA scales infinitely. Quid will get strong, but I don't think it's not enough.
Wow, flash coming out from Umpty very early on here.
It's not enough.
On in the mid lane. Flash for the audacious charge.
So I do think Team Liquid will take this one, especially if this one gets into the late game.
It's the general rule of League of Legends. If I'm the jungler and you're the mid laner, I'm happy to trade my flash for yours.
Yep, exactly. Nice hook though down on bot side.
Yeah, Core JJ ready to keep the action going down here, but FBI and Ayla easily able to just kind of disengage that one. No summoner spells required.
Yeah, and so I'm just going to be interested to see how Impact plays as we get later into the game. Of course, it's not a lane swap, so the economy for the top laner is going to be A-okay. I just want to see him playing for himself. I think he can pilot the champion really well in the team fights and whatnot, but
wow. Oh. Some trouble there for Sniper. Takes a drink out of the potion. That's going to guarantee he doesn't die. Core JJ also taken low down here in the bottom lane, and there is no potions left to sip from for this.
He used to pray for times like this.
Down here in the bottom lane for the support.
That was a little bit strange. So FBI wasn't level 3, but everyone else was, including his support. So he missed experience on a minion somewhere. Had he been level 3, that's maybe the flash forced off of Core, or maybe even more. So I'm very curious to see where
More, thank you for the follow.
That. I go back and watch this game later.
We'll see. Maybe later on, maybe we'll be able to find that out. But yeah, you can even see on those EXP bars off to the side, just ever so slightly behind.
Just missed the one minion.
Might have been just slightly out of range. Thought he was close enough, but didn't get it. But either way, Core JJ staying alive on that one. Did spin the Ignite down there in the bottom side. That is the only summoner spell spent so far in this early game, besides that flash mid game.
It's not just Kai'Sa on lethal tempo. I think it's Yun on Kai'Sa on lethal tempo. Like, like the person piloting this champion is him. Weblish and Ghost Dove, thank you for the follow. Hope you're having a good day today. Is Kiana hard? I'm not sure. I don't play Kiana.
Just always has value, right? So for
Namor and Gabri, thank you for the follow.
Group and just be able to, you know, provide that utility for your team.
Is she harder than Lee Sin? Now that I do not think so.
CC that you're actually bringing to be able to start the fights and, you know, set
Kiki is hard. Well, Kiana is hard apparently.
Really has to get super strong, be able to get into the back line and win these fights and put pressure on the AD carry, put pressure on the enemy mid laner without just flopping right after that.
And Impact will just continue keeping that pressure on here as you're seeing some pings from the 100 Thieves side up towards the top side of the river. Early grub attempts are the name of the game for so many teams these days, wanting to be there when they spawn, wanting to be there at the 6-minute mark. But of course for 100 Thieves, it does become a little bit more complicated when Sniper has no presence in the lane, when he's very low on mana, when he's low on health. Of course, both top laners still with their teleports ready to go. It's an easy reset.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Impact obviously doing great in this early laning phase and will be covered here by so no chance of getting ganked. They're going to be able to clean up, just go back to base. The tier was built up early in lane.
Early game be slow AF sometimes though.
Ooh, Yon stepping forward there. Nice use of the supercharger to get away from the grand entrance.
So here's my thought process on Kai'Sa early game, especially into a long range champion like Xayah. Kai'Sa is not long range at all. She's actually pretty short range, especially in comparison to Xayah, who seems pretty long range with her feathers. So like game plan for me would be, he's dead. Game plan for me would be to farm up until Q upgrade. Like she's gonna out farm you, she's gonna out poke you. There's no way, even with the amount of CC that Nautilus can provide, Rakan will also be there and provide CC and sustain. He's got a heal, he's got a shield. He's technically an enchanter. So I think that the fights early are not valid. Like, look at this. He needs to just farm.
More from that chase. Sniper versus Impact. The trading looking much more even at the same time up here in top lane too. Early
but
game
it's fine.
Good for 100.
It's really looking good, and I mean, I just think it's so
late game is
FBI
us.
Going. Yon and Core have been immense.
When the clock hits 25, 100 Thieves time is up.
Just always be running this series. FBI and Ayla have been incredible. 400 Thieves and all of their success really has been, I think, you know, such a step up for their team. Ayla individually just playing so well this split. I feel like one of the best supports in the league easily, and FBI really showing his value as a super consistent carry.
He's fast movement, quick combos, so you got to think quick and play properly.
It's going to be so important to the success
to play Kiana.
I mean, it's what we saw last game when Team Liquid was able to come back, like looking at just the effect that Yon and Core had on the game, looking at the KDAs like we did. I even got the math wrong, and they were still OP in that game for how much they were contributing, how much they were affecting, and how much they were carrying the fights. And we know that FBI and Ayla can do the same type of thing. FBI,
she's a TL fanboy. Me?
Foundational element
to
good team fighting, good play, the ability to guarantee that
you mean the same late game where we get Ornn items? We have Kai'Sa.
You know, he's not as flashy as some of the other guys who have been considered the best ADs in the
and
league.
We have APA.
One of the things that he is incredibly consistent.
I don't think Ornn will carry this game.
What do I want from an AD carry? Generally, the things that people are going to talk about, you want them to have really good positioning and get a lot of damage. Those are kind of like the two things, right? Because you can't afford to die, but you still need to be able to be pumping out the damage. You can't just sit in the back and do nothing. And FBI always does exactly that. Like, he's always in a good spot. He's always positioning well. He's getting out the maximum amount of damage that he possibly can. And he's very, very consistent with that. You know, I think maybe some of the arguments are that he doesn't have as big.
I'm sorry, guys. This is in my head now.
Type thing as maybe a Yon, but I think he's
it's
super
over
strong.
for me.
2v2 here in the bot side as Yon and Core JJ want to keep Sniper and River away from the tier 1 turret as multiple waves are crashing into it. Umpty's ready to back up his squad to make sure that they don't get collapsed on by 100 Thieves first.
Quid is here.
In for the 3 talent strike, a little bit more
period.
Sniper's going to be enough, and Team Liquid get the first kill.
Okay, Yun falls. Or not Yun, Umpty. Period. Shut down gold. Love that.
Can't get anything back onto Yon. on, and Team Liquid's going to come out on top in that one. 100 Thieves at least take the consolation prize.
Let's go, Liquid.
Team to 3, so they get the Feat of Warfare.
Yeah, they're going to get the Feat of Warfare, but still good things happening here for TL. Sniper, like you said, in that top lane had started to trade pretty evenly against Impact, but then he gets completely zoned off from that bot lane tower. APA gets a shutdown, which is massive.
How much time can I get 1 million mastery from 0? I think it depends on how much you're playing the champion.
One more time as they just step forward very confidently, knowing that UMT is coming in behind him. Yes, Victor is missing, but Aesol matches the roam very effectively because of that W. You can get down here quite quick, and Sniper obviously flashing back out to safety, trying to get time for that ulti, but just does not survive. Quid arrives.
That would probably take a very long time.
But as he gets knocked up, you can see the chain CC there, hook into the Aesol ulti, stuns him up, more backfighting.
Back into live, it's problems for Umpty as River guarantees no way out, and FBI is taking the kill on it. Nicely done from Ayla and FBI. Kind of talking about what Brimo was hinting at in draft. If Zaya and Rakan are next to each other, and Rakan gets you caught up in the quickness, there's no way to escape.
Dang, I'm kind of toxic.
And it's easy for FBI to get another
Kind of toxic to Umpty. I need to control that.
If you're gonna swap the lanes and you're gonna send your Warren down towards bot, and he gets fully zoned off the tower, well, then you need to be getting out of it on the top side, because that is what you sacrificed for. You sacrificed to set up.
Homeboy is 1 and 3.
So they're able to get that payoff. 500 gold lead now for FBI. He's picked up.
But I will reel that in.
He is feeling good.
I sound like a hater. I'm not hating. I promise.
They want to make sure that they can still have a chance.
Not too much. Yeah, my bad. I'm gonna reel it in. I'm gonna reel it in.
Didn't mean it as a sarcastic answer when he said quick 3-0. Now he doesn't want it to be a quick 3-0, because that would mean a Team Liquid win in this series, and they have just struggled so far. Game number 1 being the absolute wash, as Team Liquid never really struggled. Game number 2, the Thieves showed us they have what it takes. They were running the show for the first 18 minutes, but then they fumbled when it really came down to it.
They fumbled at the 1 yard line.
Now Korin Yon versus Ayla and FBI up here on the top side. Ayla and FBI still thinking about the extended trade, but they got to be careful.
When does football start up again? I miss football.
Around the grub pit, but you got to remember that River is always a threat here on the Pantheon. He does not have the
I only play cute champions, so I don't know Aesol. Period. Period. I rock with that. I rock with that answer.
Really careful about that. That's something Bobo was talking about as well. The ability to kind of put that pressure on the side lanes and have that reinforcement coming through, making things really tough. And expectation.
Wait, why? Why don't you like college football?
400 Thieves. When we talk back to last
Come on,
year,
chocolate milkshake. I mean, Aesol cute right here. He got his little pink chroma on. I know that's right. APA.
They improved so much quicker than people
expected. Talk about a little Sproutsy.
All the way to Worlds against expectation, and I think the same thing is true this year as well. Coming into the beginning of the season, they had gotten so much better, but I still don't think people thought they were ready to be able to take down FlyQuest. They're able to do that, and this is a team that just is impressing me so much week after week, year after year.
Can I just say though, Aurelion Sol is supposed to be like literally the galaxy, right? Why is he not a tank?
In the meantime, they've got the first one of the grubs. Looks like they should be able to secure all 6 as Jan and Core have to try to fall back up here on the top side. Core turning it back around a little bit there onto Ayla, who drops half of his HP. Umpty not bothering to contest these grubs. That should be a full 6 for River and for 100 Thieves, as now APA is going to rotate up here a little bit. Looks like we might have the potential collapse coming out from TL, but it's too little, it's too late. FBI and Ayla can get away. The wind becomes lightning, but it's not fast enough. APA brings down the falling star. The skies descend with a full-on shockwave as Impact flashes away down in the bottom lane to escape Quid's roam to back up Sniper. Nobody dead on either side. Summoner spells being spent as Impact loses.
Well, the galaxy is full of magic, so he's a mage.
Quid now looking to finish off the kill. That second part of the laser combined with the Chaos Storm takes Impact low, but he's not dead here just yet. Sniper should be able to
He's so good at like just stalling, dude.
Yeah, Sniper just didn't want to take the kill. He wanted to give it over to Quid, so that's why he's delaying there. But Impact was trying to cut the wave. We're back to live, and APA's in trouble.
This is a big problem for APA.
Okay, no flash on Zaya. He got 2 flashes. He got 2 flashes. He got 2 flashes.
And Nate Shot co-streaming today. He's going to be happy about that. A couple big plays. 400 Thieves across the map. Yes, FBI had to spend his ulti up on top side, but it was for the empowered ultimate that APA had been building building towards.
He got
for so
2
long.
Rs.
Then they find this play on bot side. They get the kill, and they're able to donate it to Quid, which is so big for them. Quid has been such a star.
It's okay, they need it.
Team. Having him and FBI both
They
set
need
up
these
for
little
success
freebies.
is going to mean good things for the 5v5.
Now I'm curious what this next Drake fight is going to look like. If
We're
we get a
Team
fight
Liquid.
At all. The first one was secured by TL, and now it looks like the second one is once again going to go their way. A lot of resources were spent by 100 Thieves to get the advantages they did, to win the fights that they did. Only the quickness on Ayla really available in terms of ultimates right now, so they don't want to overextend for what's really just the second dragon of the game.
Yeah.
Not that big of a deal.
It's
Isaac, it's the
Ocean
third game in a row. It's an Ocean Soul.
I mean, even the biases is crazy. Another Ocean for Team Liquid. Come on, freak.
That is
Come on,
definitely
freak.
some kind of omen. We'll see if it's good enough of one for 100 Thieves to keep the series going as River steps forward, finds a little bit of damage under Core JJ, and Umpty's ready to try to reinforce
Yun
it,
didn't
but
cancel
Umpty
his-
jumps into his own demise. APA ready to back up the squad, needs more damage though. Ayla's not going to burn all the way down.
Period, Yun.
Flies in with the Acathian rain
Period,
to
ho.
get the last bit of damage. Core JJ with a dredge line to try to escape from Quid. Breath of
No
life
flash
from
on
APA,
Quid.
slowing down the
Okay.
enemy mid
We got to
laner.
get this kill on Quid though. He can't be out here just getting kills. Young got this. Young got this. JK. We can't fight this river.
But it will not succeed. The cleanse to try to escape from river.
Yeah. We saw river. We needed to leave, guys.
Team Liquid around.
Yeah, they're going huge and up in topside.
Sniper keeping himself alive in the 1v1 against the Jacks, and this is exactly what you were talking about. It's fine if he goes down a little bit. It's fine if he's down 15 farm and he's just making it even here in the trades. His only goal is to neutralize. The rest of the team's winning.
Exactly. The rest of the team is winning hard, so you do not need to play risky up here on the top side, playing Ornn and the Jacks. Just farm, just don't die, keep them on the
Gents,
tower.
what are we
That
doing?
is
No,
your job.
truly.
And Jan there, I wonder if it was a situation where he flashed in to try to get auto Q, but then wasn't in range for the Q or something like that, because that looks weird to me. The flash for the one auto, he wasn't really that close to actually killing off Quid. It ends up costing him big time because APA decides, you know what, I got to stay around. I got to try to back up beyond. They both get chased down. They both die. It's a double kill for River, and that really hurts TL's chances in this one.
Big early game from 100 Thieves. Even more successful.
I don't like this early game either, but this happened last game. Early game, 100 Thieves was doing really well, and then they started sucking it up and inting, so we'll just hope and pray that they do it again this game.
Twice the lead, but now Quid is in some danger. Core JJ and Jan have found the pincer attack.
And Quid is deceased. Good. That's a lot of shutdown gold.
Shutdown gold goes over to the Jacks. Meanwhile, 100 Thieves taking the tier 1 turret over in mid.
Yeah, and they got 6 scrubs off the back of that too. So they have the feats of warfare. They get that tower mid. They're able to give even more gold to FBI. It was Jax who claimed the kill up on top side. So Jan is going to be 1,000 gold down right now. Nearly a 2K lead. 1.7K for River is an enormous advantage. But there's going to be a lot of pressure on Impact to have that side lane pressure now. Because he has been gifted that kill. He's been farming heavily. I like that he's not
She
just
built Kraken first item.
the team. He needs to play for himself.
And probably going into Ginsu's now.
You know, get towards those towers, draw multiple members so you can get plays on the other side of the map. He needs to get a solo kill, you know, open up.
Have they been told to lose for content like Slick? They're like, guys, it's finals. Y'all can't 3-0.
Their way back.
Sniper face checking into the brush here. Core, Jan, and APA all waiting for him. Sniper making a lot of distance, trying to get away from this one, but APA has that full breath of light. He will never stop until he chooses to, but he gets stunned over the wall by River. Follow up from Ayla is beautiful, and 100 Thieves have already made it an even trade. It's about to be a bonus as Umpty drops, and Quid gets the money. Now FBI needs even more. He flashes forward right onto Jan, goes into the aggressive.
Yo, FBI is mad aggressive.
All the way back underneath the tier 1 turret. Core JJ has to Spider-Man away.
But I can't even be mad at it. I love an aggressive ADC.
They absolutely are, but a big sidestep from Jan keeps him alive there, and Impact is taking the tower in mid. They're going to try to trade back for even more because they have 6 scrubs. They're charging the Herald down here in the bot side, and FBI might even drive it into the tier 2 to get all of the little Void Mites spawning up. They want to make sure they're continually trading up from this advantageous position.
And he even Grand Theft Auto runs over all the minions to guarantee the X extra gold from that, making sure he's maximizing that econ as FBI now hit by the ultimate from Core JJ, but the depth charge doesn't matter a whole lot just yet. Impact needs to get something here. FBI with no ulti.
Get on him. Get wah. Oh, we love free kills. Beautiful. Beautiful. And you know what I said? And you know what I said? They get that early game. They get comfy. They think everything's sweet. They think it's fun and fresh. And then they pull one of those.
With the flash, with the ulti committed, ends up getting nothing for it, and Liquid are the ones able to find an angle to get the shutdown. Sniper says, you know, I got to get in there, try to defend my carry, ends up giving over his life as well. It's still a very strong position here, 400 Thieves, but TL, they are moving towards Soul Point here, and that is going to be making things really tough for 100 Thieves, because now it's one dragon away from your lead being completely eliminated, and Sniper can't get there, so they can't even contest.
So similarly to the first 2 games, all 3 of these now, we've had a sort of throw around the 19 or 20 minute mark. This time around, though, is kind of between
I'm going to lose my
Game
mind.
number 1, 100 Thieves didn't get anything but the kills when they managed to punish Liquid. Game number 2, Liquid gets Soul Point and the Otacon after punishing Thieves, and now 100 Thieves, yes, they get caught out there. Yes, FBI's aggro gets punished a little bit, but it's still just the Drake. Otacon wasn't spawned yet, so 100 Thieves still with a very solid
But we're set up for Soul, y'all.
He's trying to lay in wait. If they overcommit, Yon could be in with the killer instinct, but they need the rest of the team to come down. They need a teleport from Impact. This is going to be a pivotal fight here. They're going to try to see if they can actually delay them and give Impact time to kill the tower, but I don't think they have it.
This might be the whole game right here. Impact still working on that tower. Gets his demolished proc. Yon has stepped up. Now he's got to be careful, though. Sniper fires off the Ornn ulti. They get the flash into the Kaisa. The Otacon's
All right, guys, hold on. Just for real. Okay, Quid down. That's one major damage doer. FBI still on the board. FBI went into ulti form. No kills on the side of 100 Thieves. Impact might fall. It's okay. Yun popping off. That's 4 dead for 1. And we about to take Otacon's cheeks. And we about to take this win, baby. Let's freaking go.
4 for 1. I'm calling it 5 because that's an Otacon going the way of TL.
Period. In Yun we who? In Yun we what? In Yun we trust.
On the redirect here from the Ornn ulti, and then look at the positioning from Core. They didn't know he was there. He locks down Quid. Quid gets CC'd 100-0. Ayla's trying to bail him out, but then he gets stuck in as well. Impact shows up. FBI does the very best he can. Throws out the ulti, gets a multi-man route there, but Impact takes so long to go down. Yon still has the killer instinct. He gets in, finishes off the carry. They take the Otacon. And
beautiful.
Now they have full control of this game and of this series. Look how pumped up the coaching staff is.
That was massive.
That was
100
phenomenal.
Thieves was still in such a good spot before that
was
Otacon
phenomenal.
fight. They still had almost a 3,000 gold lead, but I love the fact that you pointed out Core JJ before the fight. Him doing the unexpected choice of hanging around in that alcove for so long, of positioning himself in the brush, finding the angle where Quid just has to get whiplash, wondering where did he come from. By the time he already realizes it, he's dead.
Exactly. You know, Quid couldn't even get that flash off. It was just completely unexpected. He's not looking towards that. They're laser focused on taking down Yon. And they thought they had the pick, but they were the ones getting pinned here.
Yep, he's scaling. Like, they're just scaling. And now Yun's about to be working towards his Nashers.
From APA and Umpty, maybe a little bit too far.
Umpty gets chunked down to 1/3 of his HP. Remember that the false life is still active for everybody on Team Liquid's side, and you can see the icon there next to APA's health bar. The skies are ready to descend. This is very problematic. When nobody on their team can die for real, and Aurelion Sol has a cheat code ultimate that hits the whole map, you got a problem if you're wearing a 100 Thieves jersey.
You really do. And I think for 100 Thieves, it's just turtle it up, save all your resources for the Ocean Soul. You cannot afford to give that over. And even if
100 Thieves just too greedy. I don't know what it is. I don't know why they keep throwing like this.
That much. So likewise for APA, I think you really want to avoid having any major skirmish so that you have your big ultimate ready for this pivotal fight. It can be a game changer. And I think it's a fight that 100 Thieves almost have to win or the series is done.
And it's another Ocean Soul. It's another one of these things that then proceeds to feel so suffocating, because like you talked about all the way back in the first game, it just would give Team Liquid infinite Baron poke. Start it up, dare your opponents to come answer you. If it doesn't work and you get smacked around a little bit, oh well,
AP Slade. Okay, man. Period.
Right back into the ring and start swinging again.
Exactly, and that's what they're going to be
Yeah,
looking for.
Lily.
You can already see TL is out on the map trying to set up their vision.
I left when 100 Thieves had way more kills than TL, and I come out the kills being even.
Focus on this fight, knowing that it's all going to come down to this.
So
we have to be tracking pretty even overall.
TLDR, they just keep throwing.
Flash. However, it's going to come up 6 seconds after the Drake spawns. That is a very important summoner spell timer. That's one that you know Team Liquid is going to want to wait that extra little bit of time on.
And Liquid are just trying to pull them apart across the map here. APA pushing in bot, so FBI is saying, do I go down and answer that? I guess I can't, so you're just going to have to bleed out that wave. Sniper is glued up towards the top side with Impact, and now they're trying to move in as they see the TL members answering the wave mid. They can move in, clear out some vision, and try to have the proper preparation for this fight.
River has flash.
Control over the bot side.
River has flash.
Team Liquid trying to put themselves in a spot where they're ready to contest it, but they have to be careful still. Also, we're
ADC and support went topside.
Is Impact. Core JJ is up in the top side.
And Yon. They're going to look for a potential Baron sneak. I think they're just going to try to two-man Baron.
They're going to Baron
on spawn. They're going to be going for this. And
you know, I don't hate this.
On the mind of 100 Thieves at all.
I don't hate this.
Missing.
Yes, it was. They just blue trinketed it.
That's huge.
They just threw the Scryer's trinket into the Baron pit. They saw what Team Liquid was up to. They knew that this kind of a sneak is the type of thing that Team Liquid would go for. Meanwhile,
they got to go now if they want to do something.
To take that one for himself, and so Team Liquid pulls the trigger. They want to go in on 100.
Is River going to get off a drag?
Is not going the way of Team Liquid. Now APA is coming in to try to fight. Dragon versus Dragon, going in after River. The skies descend. The Ocean Drake is already claimed by 100 Thieves, and River kills.
This looks like a little NT. This looks a little NT.
Trying to just knock down River, but River's able to hop in, he jumps over the wall, blocks a lot of this early damage, and then APA realizes, I am in trouble. River's able to take him out, but look at this from Impact. Talk about making a difference. Gets in the middle of all the Thieves.
This was a scary fight. I thought that the feather positioning from Zio was pretty solid, but
and that is Yon showing that he is the best damn AD carry in the league.
Huge.
Like, I want to kiss Yun right on his freaking forehead. Like right here. Like right here.
Ballistic for Team Liquid as they realize,
oh
my God.
Not choke. Not they're choking.
The Brazilian passion of taunting your opponents, not just in the
not
chat,
they're
but in real life on the
choking.
stage. 100 Thieves with the choke now in back-to-back games as Team Liquid has showed up.
Oh, that's T. Oh, that's T.
Last fight, it was actually River, who's had an amazing game on the Pantheon so
oh, that's
far. But on the other side, I think Impact
that's crazy, Cap. You're giving the ADC way too much credit when a Jax had a 4-man stun. I'm sorry. I love Yun. I think he's such an amazing, aggressive, but also can be defensive ADC player. He's always outputting maximum damage. His positioning is always stellar. And sometimes other players on Team Liquid, they drop the ball, but Yun is consistently exceptional. Consistently exceptional. I'm always gonna root for him. Always.
Quid and Ayla have enough wave clear to keep that one going. But
Wes, thank you for the follow.
The bottom lane, APA and Umpty ready to force.
Is Umpty smiting today?
Tier 3 now, as the next wave is ready back in mid.
I think he's only had one objective stolen.
It's going to be really tough. I mean, if you can lose just the one tower for it, then maybe it starts to feel worthwhile. But I guess the other side of the coin is if you make the call, hey, we can't defend anyway, then just overcommit to one side. You know, send your extra members there, try to kill them off, and then regroup in base this and hope you can make something happen here. They're going to look.
Oh, River wanted that grand.
Yeah, I'm not saying that Impact is not doing well. I'm just saying I love Young.
As River and Ayla are ready to move forward and retake their own jungle, force Team Liquid back. TL cannot afford to continue their aggressive positioning when they're still down a man for the next 5 seconds.
Yep, going to be tough. 400 Ds, you are up against it. It's a 6,000 gold lead nearly.
All of these just to be steamrolled by HLE in first stand. All right, but when we show up and show out, I want you to keep that same energy. Also, Vipey is also one of my favorite ADCs, so I'm still gonna be happy if HLE win.
Core JJ coming around with the depth charge. Impact splitting the aggro over onto FBI at the same time, and Zai is first to die. APA is low, but isn't even gonna matter. Stays alive.
Oh my gosh, they didn't kill him. Y'all, Team Liquid 3-0'd. Team Liquid 3-0'd in finals. Team Liquid 3-0'd in finals.
Five games, one way or the other. Both teams looked ready to go at the start.
Team Liquid 3-0'd in finals. It wasn't even a competition. Do you hear me? Wow. They really lost.
They are your split one LTA
Woo! Yeah. Let's go. MVP are the glasses, bro. MVP is the glasses.
Having the first week performance they wanted here in Sao Paulo, but boy, did they turn up in this second week.
Wow. Oh, look at Sniper still smiling. This is why I freaking love Sniper. He's such a good sport. He's such a good player. Love him. Love him down.
This is a squad that's ready to go.
Woo!
The confetti comes down, and the victorious roster gets to lift their split.
Let's go, Liquid. What if somebody drops it, bro?
You talked about it. The fact that they were the only
I wonder if it's heavy.
that lost one of their games in the opening phase here of the cross-conference play in the South, but they made it through. They ended up triumphant over Cloud9, and now against 100 Thieves in the final, clean sweep. They're the best team in the LTA.
They absolutely are. And now the North and the South can unite to cheer for Liquid as they are going to be heading on to take on the world, represent our regions, our league here.
All right, give it up for the ADC. Yan!
The trophy is quite heavy.
Not Core on the floor.
Pick it up and he does a little flex and then grabs it. He's like, yeah, I got this.
He's got it. Core JJ.
Did he fall?
Just, bathing in the confetti, in the glory, in what has to be
What is he doing?
For TL. After having
He said he
so
tired.
many questions about the squad throughout these first couple of weeks, throughout this first split, a lot of people are wondering, do they even have a shot? Can they actually walk away with it?
Umpty, I love you, best jungle.
They came together. The improvement that we see between this iteration of Team Liquid and even from what we were just seeing a week, 2 weeks ago.
I'm a new fan, period.
It really is. And even just from what I was hearing.
Yun was the Kaisa, yeah, the ADC.
As far as how practice was going, this is a team that really showed up.
No, it said APA, give me your jersey, please.
Made it happen. They're the split one winners, and they have got to be ecstatic. And now they're going to have an opportunity to try to pick up where they left off last year. The expectations were sky high for this team going into Worlds. They weren't able to meet their own expectations. They are hungry for another shot at international competition to show what they can do against the best in the world, and they have now earned that opportunity.
And it's another first for Team Liquid.
Oh, we got an Umpty interview. Come on, Dress. Play.
Você foi jogador que ao longo desse split foi muito criticado lá na América, na LTA Norte. Aqui também vocês foram o único time que não fizeram 2-0. Eu quero saber como é ter agora esse troféu aí para vocês, essa redenção.
First of all, congrats on your win. You were criticized in LTA North because your performance and also against this Ancestral. Does it feel like a redemption for you to become a champion today?
Well, I mean, everyone will not think still I didn't perform well than Inspired or Flavor or River. Who cares? I got a trophy, guys. I got a trophy.
Hey.
Ele falou que apesar de ele
Hey.
não ter performado tão bem como Black,
You're not wrong.
como River, ele tem o troféu. Aqui está o troféu, gente. Muito bom.
Hey.
Vocês foram muito inteligentes nesses 3 jogos aqui. Como é que foi essa resiliência dentro de jogo para conseguir virar
This man is always on
esses 2
some.
últimos jogos?
You were so smart in the series, specifically when you come back in the second and third game. Tell me a little about this resilience in the series to turn the series for you guys.
Sorry, one more.
You guys were so smart in the series, so tell me a little about this resilience to turn on and, you know, come back in the series.
I mean, for the comeback reason, I think our team just had the trust that we are going to come back if we trust each other. And we know that APN, Yon, and Impact, and Core JJ, you know, everyone just believe each other that we are going to make a good play. Like, we can make a bad play, but we are going to make a good play more. That's why.
Aw.
Ele falou que basicamente a chave de tudo foi que eles confiavam muito neles. Ele mencionou a cada dos seus
You say those guys are better, but they lost.
Confiavam nos outros e justamente foi isso que
I do not understand
permitiu com que eles
Portuguese, no.
pudessem voltar nesses jogos.
Você falou que você queria levar esse troféu aqui, principalmente porque você queria jogar lá na sua terra natal, lá na Coreia do Sul. Então eu quero saber a primeira coisa que você quer fazer quando você chegar lá na Coreia do Sul.
Now you guys going to first time in Korea. It's your country, you know. And what is the first thing you will do when arrive in Korea?
Well, sorry to Buryeon, but I will be back Korea with the winning.
Que ele está voltando para a Coreia para ganhar.
Então, quero que você deixe um recado para todo mundo que está aí em casa. Afinal de contas, vocês foram os vencedores. Um recado para a torcida do Brasil que estava aqui em peso torcendo para vocês.
What is a message or a few words for Brazilian fans?
For Brazil fans?
Yeah.
Oh, I want to do one thing, guys.
Oh.
Game back. Hola, yo soy Omti, Team Liquid Honda Jungler. Hola. Obrigado, Honda.
He's such a little adorable bean, bro. He's just a little adorable bean.
I love you.
Which means I love you.
Eu amo vocês.
El amo vocês. El amo vocês.
I love you guys so much. Congratulations.
So cute. It's actually so cute. Why do you hate him? How can you hate him? I hate everything, man. Oh, it'd be like that.
Love to see that. Travel safe, Umpty. Get back here in North America. We still got the packed house. We have Yon, APA, and Impact as well going to be joining us, I believe, right now on the big screen.
Hey guys.
Hello. Can you guys hear the fans as well through the headsets?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Awesome, yes, good stuff.
My boys. My boys.
I mean, my first question, this is a little bit for all of you. What was the biggest difference in your rapid improvement from arriving in Brazil to today where you 3-0'd the final?
To be honest, we just lost a lot.
Yeah. No, we were major losers in scrims. And I think we just decided to be winners. So we were just winners today.
Slay.
Yeah.
Lose is improve.
You know?
Were you at all surprised? Because it seemed like your comeback mechanic was simple but very effective, which is wait for 100 Thieves to overextend on bot side, TP in, flank them, and kill them repeatedly. Were you at all surprised when they kept falling for that?
No, not really. I think the way they play is very like telegraphed, to be honest. So once we have the TP wards behind, whether in game 2 it's me flanking or game 3 if it's Impact flanking, I think we knew of ways to come back after we had like kind of trash early games.
Yeah, I will say that Core called a lot of like very good moments to keep cheating, and when we're behind, he does very well. I think they got very desperate after they realized they were losing after advantageous positions. it's very hard to make like good comeback plays when you're very nervous and you're back against the wall. I think they couldn't overcome it this time around, unfortunately.
I agree.
Yan. Like the last time we spoke to you, you talked about like keeping focus. It must be a little hard keeping focus when your glasses are just like. Oh, give us an update on the glasses because there were problems throughout the series, right?
Yeah,
I broke them last night, by the way.
Yeah. I think it's fine now, but during like draft, I would like pushed it up a little bit, and then the screw fell out, and the lens fell out. I was like, oh no.
How did you break them?
Yeah, what's the story?
So I got back, I showered, I couldn't see anything. I was looking for my glasses, and then I sat on it.
The classic.
Look, it's happened to the best of us.
I got a question. This one's for Impact in particular. Impact, I want to put the pressure on you because APA, if you look at that, you can see it right now. He grew a mustache. Spawn and Swiffer both have mustaches. I know you can grow one. Does that mean that for first stand you're going to grow a mustache? Can we see it? The crowd wants it, right? The people want it.
I mean, okay. Honest, my opinion, I'm not big of a fan of mustache that much.
Just for 1 week.
I don't know. When I see you, I can imagine the Pringles stick, you know, like.
The Pringles?
So I don't. Maybe. I will try, actually. I will try if I'm in the mood. You know?
He's got great bone structure.
It might be the buff.
His
Jan,
cheek
another question
and
for
like
you. You have the most kills of any player.
he's got
in
great
LTA
bone
Split 1,
structure.
102 kills.
Facial bone structure.
Have you like? You're probably just gonna say you're spamming the game and playing solo queue, but it feels like you're playing better than ever. What's happening about? How have you accomplished it?
How do I have the most kills? I swear Core takes every single kill.
T.
Oh yeah, we play most games. The most games played, so it's really easy.
Yeah. For me, I honestly think I just play a lot, and I honestly tried a lot harder this year around, especially like the time I spent thinking about the game. I think that's the main thing.
Because I know
it's boring, but I just played a lot.
I mean, you already played a lot last year. You played like 17 hours a day. So you're saying you spent more time, like analyzing your play, or was it actually just more hours playing? What was the big thing?
I just honestly I try to take it a lot more seriously. Like it's hard to explain, but I'm just like in I would say battle mode a lot, and then I was worried I would get burnt out, but it didn't happen, thankfully.
Wow.
Can they ask him about the thing?
Yeah, playing great.
That's why I didn't want to say it.
No, I mean, we can award you the Kia Finals MVP as well. You won it this time, so congratulations.
Go Yan!
1-1. If I'm not dying to 1-1. If I'm not dying to the ambassador, I think I can get it.
Yeah, 24 kills. I don't know if you can see that graphic on your screen. 24 kills, 3 deaths across the whole series. Really, congratulations.
Love you, Yan.
Jan, as we look through the last series that you just played, I want to give you the chance to also reflect on your journey. Because shout out also, by the way, Ayla, your opponent today. You played in Academy together, but you've had a long journey to make it to this point, winning Split 1 and getting MVP. So just reflect on your journey as a pro and what it means to you to now be able to go to first stand, the first ever representative from the LTA.
Means a lot to me, but I'm a bit worried because we haven't practiced that many BO5s. I don't think this was considered a BO5 either. I hope we practice a lot. I think it'll be fun.
And then, oh, sorry.
No, it's okay, go on. I had nothing much to say.
No, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I was gonna ask all three of you about looking ahead to first stand. What is the key takeaway from this dominating finals performance that you guys will be able to take with you to Korea?
Take anything away?
I honestly don't think we were that dominant. I think we messed up a lot of our early games.
Yeah, we made a decent amount of mistakes. I think 100 Thieves just got desperate a lot of the times.
Yeah, I think we just made a lot of good comeback plays and we didn't get desperate like we usually do. I think we have to brush up on our early game a little bit more.
Agreed.
All right, well, hey, that's the focus going forward, but I want to give you one last chance because, Jan, I don't know if you're aware of this, but you had one of the best reaction cams we've had probably ever in the LTA. I think the crowd agrees. Can you teach APA and Impact what you did? Because I want to get one of all three of you. I think the crowd wants to see that too, right?
No, I need you to, like, I'm a visual learner.
No, how about you do it?
I'm a visual learner. I need you to do it. Okay, you go first though, ready?
No, together.
I'm a visual learner.
Me and Simon always do this.
Ready?
Oh my God.
Raz, do you have a final follow-up?
Oh, God. I don't even know how to follow up on that one.
Guys, congratulations on the win once again. Safe
Sure.
travels back to Los Angeles. And then we'll see you in Korea for first stand.
Let's go, Team Liquid!
Amazing fans here in our watch party here in Los Angeles as well. It's also time to award our key.
Yeah, I think it's just something that him and whoever Simon is does. Very cute.
In LTA Split 1 for North, Umpty wins this with 10 unique picks and the most even spread of champs to break the tie.
Umpty out of nowhere, honestly. And you know what's really
Go.
funny is two of the picks that put
Go,
him
Umpty.
over the edge were Maokai and Sejuani.
True, right at the end.
Yeah, which is really, really funny because again, this was the first time we were seeing him on those champions.
But what a journey for Umpty as well. We were so critical of him throughout the entire tournament, even just in the North play, but he's able to bring it back. 2 good series in a row and now winning the most fearless. I know we didn't get the full 5 games. I would have loved to see it. I'm sure everyone else would have loved to see it, but still it was cool that he was able to pull out such a wide champ pool along the way.
And that was the story, right? You talked about the journey. This whole journey throughout the split, there was a whole lot of talk about Team Liquid, obviously coming in as 4th seed, all these things, focusing on Umpty coming into the split. Fearless, how would be able to handle that? As a Maokai, Sejuani, especially in last split, the 3rd pick just being a major drop-off, the fact that he's able to play a different pick, and he had a good showing throughout this series as well.
Period, man.
And it's going to be a good test going into the next event. So first stand's going to be a fun one for everybody.
This was really a very interesting weekend.
Yeah.
Because not only did we see 100 Thieves upset FlyQuest, we saw Team Liquid upset Cloud9, but it's also Team Liquid returning to the form that they showed last year, and now they'll be moving to first stand. We're also going to pull up our
A win's a win, my boy.
5 for the entire split. What stands out to you guys?
Whippo top fastest 100 CS, honestly.
Coach
Like,
JJ fast item transformation too. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, I feel like he did pick a lot of like lane dominant champions, and that was sometimes like even with swapping.
A 6-minute level 6. I'm gonna try that.
Part of their success. What is even going on?
Don't worry about it. When did FBI get a 51-second kill? What game was that? Was that the TL game? Was that?
I think so.
Maybe that was. I don't remember that one, but that's a very fast. That's like basically everyone runs out of base and just immediately
unbeatable. So that's the Samsung SSD Fast 5 for Split 1. Use code 990PRO LTA 2025 through February 23rd to unlock 50% off the 990 Pro SSD, which is available in 1, 2, and 4 terabytes on Samsung.com. And guys, fans, that's it for Split 1
wow.
of the LTA. We're going to pull up the bracket one more time.
GG's, y'all.
Thanks for showing up.
Team Liquid has won. Now this means first stand, which is happening in Korea.
Team Liquid are going to be the LTA representative for first stand. We know they're going to be playing at least one of the teams. HLE is already gone.
True.
Not sure what's going to be happening from the other major regions. But that's it for us. Tune in to First Stand. That starts on March 10th.
Thank
you.
you.
Can watch Team Liquid take on the best teams
March 10th, y'all.
around the world. You guys have all been great. The fans have been great. We'll see you at First Stand.
March 10th is when we'll be seeing Team Liquid and 100 Thieves compete internationally. Crazy. I'm gonna head out though. I've got some grocery shopping and some editing to do. So I will see y'all on Tuesday. Well, do I go? We can go back to our regular schedule for like 2 weeks and then I don't know. I'll figure it out. I think I like the Monday, Fridays. But I'll see y'all later. I hope y'all have a great rest of y'all's weekend. I love y'all so much. Until tomorrow or Tuesday, I wish you nothing but W's in your games. Bountiful LP and the lowest ping you could ever imagine.